What is that? Caramel? Ooh. Caramel milk chocolate premium in Ghana. You got that from Africa?
No, but the name of the corner though, that's definitely like their Japanese like brand though.
Lotte?
Yeah.
Premium Ghana, that's what they're calling it.
Wait, let me see.
I can't even read the bag. I can't read the ingredients. They got high fructose in there.
That's the I don't think so. Cause a lot of things in Japanese like was not
shit, right?
healthy, bro. Healthy.
I love that for them though.
They be keeping it slim and sleek, if you will.
How's the food in Japan?
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing.
Korean barbecue.
What is it? What are the dishes? I mean, ramen, right? Yeah.
They like the ramen. They like the raw fish. So sushi's a big thing. They like matcha.
Okay.
You'd love it because they love the swine over there, yo. They love pork.
Don't say it like
they
love pork like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny thing what they do, like the Japanese, they will steal another culture's food or like their cuisine, and then they'll revamp it to make it like the best version of that, and then like really start taking over with that. And it's like the pizza over there in Japan, believe it or not, is amazing. The crepes and desserts, they're nothing for the sweets. Like the sweets over there in Japan, oh my god.
How long were you there for?
I was there for 7 days. It
was
not long enough.
Wow. I would say 7 days is pretty solid.
No, it should have been 14. Richard, I feel like I'm going to talk about this definitely on the podcast again, though, and reiterate this stuff. But just for you, Japanese food was definitely up there. And,
up there, okay. Very nice, very nice.
It definitely was worth it, you know? Expenses,
price-wise, how was...
That's another thing, too. Like, it was so cheap. Like, everything was so cheap just because the Japanese yen is so... It's so weak in comparison to the U.S. dollar, though. Like right now, I think it's 160 Japanese yen for like $1 in American, and like everything over there, like their prices haven't been inflated though. So something that still was like 100 yen 100 years ago is still 100 yen. You know, so you get a lot more for your money. You know,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Definitely did a lot of shopping, you know. Utilized the
socks.
Yeah, my buying power as much as I could. So
you didn't try no snacks, no drinks, the gokuru?
I think I tried the matcha. You know what I mean? Definitely Japanese candy and stuff. I brought some back. The next time you come to the house, I got some stuff you can try. You feel me? I think I got
any spicy stuff to try.
Spicy stuff?
They're not nice. I thought they're nice with the spicy, no? Like kimchi. I think I'm thinking about Korea.
How was they drip? I'm pretty.
Japanese fashion is different over there too. Yeah, it is.
Fire. Like, so simple, subtle, but they put that shit on.
They got a lot of different fashion out there. Like some of the stuff is like too advanced for me. Like I just think like I wouldn't wear some of the stuff, but some of the pieces I was like, yeah, they got it on. You know, definitely. Yes, sir, man.
Feed, Love, and Chocolate, the podcast.
Grib, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. You know.
And we back. Nah.
Konnichiwa, otakimasu. Yes. We are back here again, the Feed, Love, and Chocolate podcast, episode 190, man. We are back on the couch with it, man. It's Love in the building as per usual. You already know who it is, man. To the left of me, who we got in the building?
It's Chuck on the mic, man. It's me. It's us and them. It's we. Back in the B. Yes,
Sir Ski.
We are here with it in person, back on the couch. Man, no feed, and it makes me sad. Refer to the IG page if you haven't. But for those who don't got social media, Feet has
he has left the building, man.
Left the building.
He has walked out.
Away.
He's walked out.
Walked away for his own personal reasons, and we respect that. That's our guy. Miss him. Respect him. Love the guy, man. But it is what it is. We're here with it, and we got a special guest in the building.
This episode, yes, sir.
Ulisa.
Hi.
What's going on, Ulisa?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for being here.
Right.
Yeah. Of course. Thank you. I love your intro.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
It feels very like I'm on a pod.
Yeah.
How it should be.
As you should, you know.
6 years deep, of course.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But we're here with it. It's been a minute.
It's been a while, yeah, definitely.
Been a minute. We missed y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Hope y'all missed us, you know.
Right. But we back to regular business.
Yeah.
We gonna have to talk about people's weeks. Been so long.
Yeah, we missed a lot, man. You know, it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Who
wants to start off with their week?
Yeah, you gotta go first, right?
Me?
No.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? How's my week's been? How long has it been? 2-3 weeks? Week's been regular. Can't complain. Work's been work. Definitely been outside a little bit. Volleyball. Been eating at some, I don't want to say, actually, yeah, been eating at some new spots. Just enjoying life. Been watching a lot of movies. Yo, follow me on Letterboxd, bro. I've been watching a lot of movies. Playoffs started. Been watching some playoffs. Partake in Zumba.
Okay.
I've been doing Zumba for the whole month.
Nice. You been going consistently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause we paid for that deal for the monthly.
Nice. That's good.
So Zumba's been fun.
Getting ready for the summer, huh?
I'm getting ready to dance niggas.
Okay, I'll dance the niggas.
All right.
You was getting ready for the Michael movie. Okay.
Yeah, man. But no, it's been a good little time. Can't really complain. Life's been life, ups and downs. But at the end of the day, we're here with it. At the end of the day, we are here with it. And I'm grateful for everything.
That's what's up, man. What's
Man,
up?
I don't think I have anything to like really ponder on. You know what I'm saying? You know, we here with it.
I'm hearing you, man.
Yeah,
I'm hearing you.
with it.
Okay.
How are you, man?
Should I go next or should I go last? I got
some shit to talk
I got a lot
Yeah,
to talk
we
about,
do.
respectfully, you know? Maybe go ahead, talk about your week.
My week was cool. Very calm. I like to think that my days are pretty calm, pretty centered.
Nice.
I'm starting a new job, so I used to work at the Y. My last day was on Thursday, so that was cool. Hanging out with the babies for the last couple of times. So cute, but they was good. When I went in on Tuesday, my one baby that gives me a little problems, but she wasn't there, so started off my week very nice.
Okay, great start, you know, okay.
But I love her though. I love her too. So I also wanted to see her before I left.
Were you able to?
Yeah, I was.
Nice.
She came on Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, didn't really do too much. I had my training for my new job on Monday, which was pretty cool. So when you walked in and you was talking about like your remote job and how like, you know, you wanted the human interaction, that's my fear now. I'm a very sociable person. I like being physical, like actually feeling people's energies, knowing where they are. And then like, this is my first time being in remote, so I'm a little nervous of how I'm gonna go.
It's gonna be different. Yeah.
I could definitely tell because my Monday training, I'm like sitting on the chair and I'm observing myself and I'm like getting distracted and I'm like fixing myself and I'm looking out the window and I'm like, oh no. But it's cool. My trainer was very nice. She had me there. She was also very interpersonal too, which I liked. She didn't make it seem too serious on my first day, so I like that. I start next Monday, so
Excited?
I am very excited. I'm actually very excited. Super excited.
Hey, well, best of luck to you, you know. Hopefully you enjoy it better than you can honestly expect, you know. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're leaving the spot you're at now too?
Yeah, I put my 2 weeks in for the studio. Yeah, I did.
Damn. But you got the online shit though, right?
I do.
Is that still gonna be a thing?
It is still gonna be a thing.
Gotcha.
Right now, everything has to be remote. So.
So your whole shit is switching.
A whole three. It's gonna be different, but I think that's what I wanted because I'm a very up in the cloud person. So I do a lot of spiritual work. I feel like I get talking to the camera.
Yeah, you go ahead. Talk to the people.
Right?
Talk to the people.
This is new. This is new too. Hello, hi everyone. But yeah, I would say I'm like a spiritualist. So I do a lot of like healing work, sound bath meditation. I don't consider myself a healer, even though we're all healers, but this is my healing work that I do. I do sound bath meditation, I do spiritual readings, I do Reiki, everything has to do with mind, body, soul, and spirit. So that's what I do on the side. That's my side business. But eventually I want to make it my main too. So that's what I do. Yeah.
And then I can speak on that. I've talked about it before. Anything I talked about that I did spiritually, it was with you. So what I did the sound bath. And I did the reading.
Okay.
So we gotta give it a try.
So for the people that don't know what it is, the sound bath meditation, right? Is that not the same thing as the? I don't want to get it confused with two different things, but you know, like you have like the chamber where people lay down like the water and stuff. That's not the same thing as that, though.
No.
Okay. So then, what is this? What is this?
So
sound
as
bath?
far as the sound bath, I work at a spiritual studio right now, so we have a salt cave. So I do my sound bath meditations in our salt cave with Himalayan salt. Very good for your nervous system, respiratory system, any form of allergies, joint pains. So what the sound bath also is crystal bowls that emit off a vibration that connect with the seven energy centers along that.
Vibrations, okay.
Yeah, that are along your body. You know, we're made up of energy, so it kind of rebalances our energy. You know.
It's very neat. Very neat. Like I said, it's different from YouTube and in person. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a chance to try it in person, definitely go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I should have. I'm just realizing now. I totally forgot the perks of Himalayan salt. I should have went when I had stuffy nose and mad allergies. I should have pulled up and see if this shit helps.
Right.
I was mad congested, bro.
It's not really common though, you know.
What?
Like as far as like the salt cave, I feel like people are now kind of getting put on to like the healing services for things because obviously there's other different modalities that you can do to help, you know, with sinuses or you know.
I feel like the first time I got put onto a salt cave was what 2021, 2022. The fucking the spa at Atlantic City, the one resort. They got it in there.
Okay.
But granted, I'm not a frequent spa goer, so I don't know if that's you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that's common. But that was the first time they're like, yeah, we have the salt cave and shit, and I was just like, oh, okay, it's real neat in there.
Maybe
you know
same for me too.
All right.
Maybe since I wasn't a frequent spa goer either, I didn't know it was there. So.
Exactly.
The more you know. Yeah.
You know.
Right.
It's very interesting though. Yeah. So then, how did you end up getting into that though?
I got into as far as like the crystals singing bowls or just like everything.
Yeah.
He's asking. My fault.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess the whole thing. You know.
Life happens, you know. You try to find your ways. You try to find ways to help with your emotions, your mental space. It kind of really found me when you start asking questions and when you start asking yourself interpersonal questions to help you discover who you are and unlayer yourself. Those things on their external aspects are going to find its way to you, or they're going to be known through your visual eye. Like you're intuitively going to feel like, oh, I need that, or that connects with me.
Makes sense. Okay.
So relationships is what really got me into it. Or like finding like what God means to me, because that is different for everybody.
Right.
So, question that I don't make this too big of a pivot, but a lot of people say spirituality and religion is two different things, right? But then, to myself, I've been thinking, is God not a spirit? Is he not the biggest of spirits? You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, am I often saying that? Is God its own thing, or is like God's a spirit?
What I realized, if you ask me, I think it's your own interpretation. You know. So if you want to say it's two different things, or if you want to say it's the biggest spirit, I think that's up for your own viewpoint, how you see it, you know. But everyone has their own definition and their own way of thinking about religion and spirituality.
Right.
I'm not of the belief of well, I don't know if a lot of people just. I know some people that are like they say if you believe in spirituality, you can't believe in. Not that you can't believe in God, but it's like it contradicts itself. And I'm like,
where's the contradiction?
I don't know. I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been told. So I was just like, I'm hearing you, but me personally, I think God is a spirit. Like God, Jesus, like I said, the biggest of spirits for real. So I mean, I don't know. You know.
Gotcha.
It's interesting for real.
It is very interesting.
We can get deep.
We are getting deep. We need to. How was your week?
Okay. Yeah, my week. My 2 weeks, honestly, has been a lot, you know. Fresh off the plane, I did take a trip to Japan, you know. So I did follow the trend of, like, all those people going to Japan. I am one of them, you know.
I'm about to say, a lot of people went around the same time. I seen 3 niggas on my timeline going at, like, within, like, weeks of each other. Like, one person this week, another person this week. I'm like, what's going on?
Hey, man, you know, it's definitely the time to go to Japan, you know. Like,
why is that?
I'd probably say because the yen, you know. Like, once again, the Japanese yen is... in comparison to the U.S. dollar week, you know, it's like I think right now it's 160 yen for $1 US, you know. On top of that, though, like everything is tax free for tourists right now until like July, you know.
That's lit.
So like in July,
You say it stops in July?
they're gonna add the taxes now. So like everything we bought that was duty free, and we had to worry about claiming it when we got to customs and everything. So we were fine. But they're changing that rule starting July this year. So that's probably another reason why people are trying to go before that deadline too, you know. But overall though, man, I had a great, phenomenal time in Japan, yo. Like the culture, the food, the people, everything was nice, man. Like I don't think I had one negative experience when I was there. There was moments where I'd be like, you know, like this isn't the best, but at the same time though, every culture has their own thing. Every country has their own thing though. Like America definitely not perfect, you know. But the stuff that I seen over there in Japan, they're definitely like far advanced into the future, you know. Like,
can you give an examples, or like when you were there, like where did your conscious go that went back to like where you're living here, where there's the.
I mean, there's a lot of things I was end up comparing to like, okay, being in Japan versus America. Like, okay, America definitely doesn't have this. Like, simplistically, like the very first thing is, when I got on the plane though to get there, like how friendly the stewardesses and the flight attendants and like everyone that took care of us though, like they're very attentive. They're very respectful. They made sure to go above and beyond in every aspect. And I think that's like Japanese people as a whole, because like not just them, but like anyone I met or interacted with, they were also like that. And it was like very weird though, you know, to the point where it's like it wasn't a weird it was a culture shock. Let me say that. It wasn't weird.
Right, for sure.
It was just a culture shock, because it's like people in America, you will never meet this many nice people that's willing to help you or even give a fuck about you to go above and beyond like this.
That's
you know,
true. And it was like that all.
that literally
your whole experience?
my whole experience
that's
though.
very
You know,
nice.
It's a pride thing. They have like pride in their culture.
they have respect, pride. I think once again, it's like a cultural difference of like we have a standard to uphold, and we're gonna uphold the standard across the board though with all of our citizens. You know, but that was like one of the very first things I noticed. You know, they talk about how clean like Japan is. Definitely is a lot less trash and like pollution and anything like you see in America. You know, like
How was the air? How did you feel? Like
the air quality was definitely clean. You know, I definitely, even though I was in the city too, like I was in
Okay,
Tokyo,
okay.
like I stayed in Tokyo.
really?
The air quality was still clean though. You know, like there actually wasn't a lot of people smoking. Like they have designated smoking areas. Maybe back in like the 80s. 'Cause I remember I talked to my coworker Chris about it. He went to Japan back in like either the late 80s or 90s, and he was like, smoking was definitely a bigger thing. Like he would go into a restaurant and there'd be dudes like smoking a cigarette right next to him. But definitely no issues with like the smoking. Like they had designated smoking areas, and even though they were there, like you didn't even notice it though. You know, like they also had like, I'm not sure if weed is legal in Japan or not though. But I think I maybe seen like 3 like.
I don't think so.
So they might have just been selling CBD, you know, but I definitely seen like 3 different like CBD shops though. But then I didn't smell any weed in the air either though, you know.
Gotcha.
So
my friends went last year.
oh, it's in Japan.
Yeah, to Japan.
Okay.
Yes, and they copped over there, but I don't know if it's legal or not. But maybe in some, I don't know.
It is illegal.
It's legal, right?
Yeah, zero tolerance.
Right. Okay.
So then it probably was like CBD stores though, you know.
Potentially leads up to 7 years.
But then once again, like they're also strict about the laws too. Like you don't see anyone jaywalking, you know. Like everyone follows the traffic laws, you know.
Are they a communist?
CBD
country?
CBD is allowed.
Okay, so
As long as it has to be no THC in there.
okay. Communist nation? I don't think so.
No?
Because they definitely have like a prime minister. They also have like a royal family, but they also told us, because we also had tour guide.
So like more so monarchy.
But it's weird though, because apparently like the royal family doesn't hold any like weight though. Like they're highly respected though, you know, but they don't also hold any political power. I believe.
All right.
You know, I didn't really question it because I didn't really know too much about it though, you know. So I ain't go.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm not trying. That was the
That's
thing.
fair.
I'm not trying to disrespect nobody
ab-
too by asking certain questions. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because that's another thing I feared about being a tourist though, like how I would be perceived though. Because it's like you hear stories about like how Japan doesn't want tourists there, you know, or like people immigrating into their country and they're like, we don't want more and more people messing up what we have. Because once again, beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful everything. Honestly,
so you would say they were very polished,
very polished, very well kept. You know what I mean? Very organized. Like even like to the point where it's like a side you have to stand on the escalator. You know, like you got to stand on the left side. If you're walking up, you know, you got to stand on the right side. The buses, the train system, everything was so clean. It was on time. Maybe the buses were slightly late, like 1 or 2 minutes though, but they were on time. We're reporting it though. You know, like. There's no crime, you know. Crime is very low to the point where like they have children like 4 or 5 years old walking to school by themselves, taking the bus, taking the transit like by themselves. You know, like it doesn't happen like that apparently. You know, like the homeless population. I didn't see any homeless people when I was there.
Wow.
Obviously, there are people that are probably homeless, but we definitely didn't see any.
Okay.
Once again, like they were just a beautiful country, man. Like they had so much stuff that I was like, yo, this is amazing, yo.
Did you see the Dragon Warrior?
You know what's funny? I didn't see any pandas when I was there, but I did go to the zoo, right? And apparently China took back all their pandas. So there were no giant pandas in the zoo. Now, I'm not sure if it's just Japan, because China and Japan have a love-hate relationship, or just hate relationship at this point. But they took all the pandas back, and we didn't see any.
Dragon Warrior, man.
They did. So I'm not sure if it's
I
all the
love
countries
pandas.
or
They're
just
so
Japan,
cute.
but definitely no pandas over there.
So then the homeboy's in there. What's his name?
Po?
Tai Long. No, with the tiger. Saw some tigers though.
I definitely see some tigers. I seen some gorillas, some red pandas, shoebill stork. You know,
Shoebill story.
I seen a lot of animals I haven't seen like in other zoos. You know, I seen a polar bear, a very sad polar bear. It was hot out there, and it's like, damn, they had that polar bear up there by himself, just in the heat. Didn't like that aspect of it. No.
What was weather like in Japan?
That's the thing. It's an island. You gotta think about this. It's an island. So the weather, it was majority like 60s, 70s. Only one day we had bad weather and it rained. You know. Besides,
You gotta have that. A rainy city, you gotta have that.
that's what I'm saying. But besides that, though, beautiful weather. Though I enjoyed it. I really can't complain. You know, like.
Did you try any Japanese alcohol?
Oh, tried the sake.
Sake? Okay.
I tried
I
the Japanese highball, which is like their whiskey beer, I guess. You know, not my cup of tea. I definitely like the sake. There was some other thing I tried too.
Sake damn near the same thing as a shot, right? It's strong. Them sake get you loose.
It definitely is strong.
Get you
Definitely is strong.
It's
you know,
a big shot in the bottle.
yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Is it
like,
spicy?
No, they have
No?
different
Okay.
flavors. You know, like what I really did end up liking. They have plum wine, and they have like and they have
Plum?
like and they also have like I'm forgetting the name of the fruit though. It's like a citrus fruit that they only have in Japan. It starts with a Y, I think. Yaka.
Got fact. Google check it. Google fact check it.
I forget what it is called though. But I also had, like, I tried that version of the plum wine, or that wine. That was really good too. And then I bought some like lychee pear and like
Okay.
apple something else like home with me. Very good alcohol. You know, very good. The food, once again, like everything was so clean. Like they had so many different options. Like it was very overwhelming though. But at the same time though, I wasn't.
Yuzu?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
A lemon?
Yeah.
Cold, hearty citrus fruit from aromatic juice and zest.
Yes, very nice. Very refreshing.
A natural hybrid of mandarin orange and ichang pepita. Grapefruit-like flavor. Interesting.
And on top of that too, they have alcohol in the vending machines. Like they have vending machines everywhere too, so you can just buy a beer in a vending machine on the street though. You know, and it's like
I can see the advancement over there.
very
because,
advanced. You know,
wow.
every single toilet is like the heated seats, the bidets. You know, they got the
Wait, what'd you say?
bidets, the heated seats, and like public, like every single like public restroom is like heated seats, bidets. You know, like that's like standard. You know,
That's what's up.
Damn.
you know. Honestly, I really enjoyed my time, man. Seen the temples.
I always
you know,
hear
it was
good news about Japan, though.
Yeah.
Always hear good news.
I'm planning on the next trip back, yo. I think I go do 14 days now.
You didn't do nothing for the anime niggas?
That's the thing, I did so much. Like I did something for the anime people too. You know, I went to the Don Quixote. For some people, that's a Spanish story about a donkey. You know, but in Japan, they call it their department stores, like they're multi-level department stores. You know, and there was a Don Quixote we went to, I think in Shinjuku. And it was literally like 7 floors, and one of them was like strictly like anime, one was like trading cards, one was like figurines, and it's like
Do you watch
video
anime
games.
or no?
Yeah, I definitely watch anime. You know,
Okay.
definitely. I got a couple little stuff. You know, once again, it's like it can get overwhelming because I think it's so much stuff and so many options that you would just have option paralysis or decision paralysis because there's so many choices that you literally freeze up, be like, yo, I can't get it all, but there's so many things I would want to get though. What do I get? You know?
It's like a kid walking in a candy store.
Literally. There's really something for everyone in Japan, honestly. Like
Very
Anything
nice.
Attack on Titan related? Naruto?
I seen the Attack on
You saw the
Titan.
big ass Colossal Titan. You didn't go to the park, like the museum, did you, or whatever?
I did not though. I went to Studio Ghibli. I seen that. I went to the
Love
Nintendo
Studio
Super
Ghibli.
Mario. I seen all of that.
You went to the
know.
Super Mario?
I did see that.
Wow. Did you go go-karting?
I did not do the go kart
My
aspects
best
of it.
friends, they did that.
That's far.
They said it was fire.
Now here's the thing with that though. You need an international driver's license, which I did not obtain before going. So realistically, that wasn't going to be on my bucket list though, because once again, it was just too much stuff to do anyway. That's why I was like,
Gotcha. And you only had 7 days, so you have to make sure everything was intentional each day.
And then we packed everything in our days. Like we woke up every morning like 5, 6 o'clock, and then like we'd be out until 11, 10 o'clock, you know, and then back up again 5, 6 o'clock in the morning every single morning. So we made sure to maximize our days for sure, you know. Definitely a lot of shopping too, you know. Because that's the thing, like the money over there is stretched so much. Like the money long over there, man. So doing a lot of shopping, you know, like I came with an empty suitcase in preparation of that. Oh, really? Filled up the empty suitcase, you know, had to buy a bag to fill up and buy it and put other stuff into it. Like it was a lot, man. It was a lot, yo.
So you ready for the barbecue? Then nigga about to pop out some drip?
Oh, I'm just talking about like everything though. Like we go back a bag of souvenirs for like our family and stuff, you know, and like just like Japanese snacks and stuff. And
maybe think about others. That's nice. Oh, Japanese snacks.
Oh yeah, shout out to Japanese chocolate. You know what I mean?
Live testing. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, definitely, man. At one point, just bust it open, try it out, man. You know, the chocolate over there in Japan is very rich. You know, real chocolate. Because apparently, I'm not sure if y'all paying attention, but they're gonna start using fake chocolate soon over here in America. So.
I can't read the label, so I don't know if there's high fructose in this bitch or not.
I don't believe there is though. You know, they wasn't using any high fructose when it was over there. There are a lot of gluten free options. You know, a lot of healthier options that don't give you bloating.
I hope no one's allergic to the Japanese chocolate.
Oh, are you?
Just gotta know.
I'm not.
I don't know.
You're not allergic to anything, right?
No. Dogs.
Okay, good.
And cats, maybe. But.
Good. Yeah, but the thing they also do, like Japanese culture, they also perfect other people's culture. So the crepes are a big thing over there, which is like a French dessert though. But the best crepe in my life though came from Japan, and that shit was so fire.
Did you have anything in it?
It was I had one that was like a creme brulee. Okay. The other one was like an apple pie, you know, fire, so good.
The apple pie one.
They do like sandos, which are their like Japanese sandwiches, which is like they cut it in half diagonally, and then like they stuff it with like cream or like custard, and like they drizzle stuff on top of it.
You said it's a sandwich?
It's called a sando, but that's what they do though, you know. So like you can either get it like that, or like it's a dessert sando, or you could get like stuff with steak, you know, because I had that too.
Niggas want a bar, like a bar for everybody.
I mean,
I can get a small half. I don't know if I like it.
Pieces.
Yes.
2 or 1?
1.
Okay, so everybody's okay. Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
Either way, it's just a lot of options, a lot of varieties, you know. Rich chocolate.
Hold on. Premium Ghana caramel milk chocolate from the company Lotte. Lotte. I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Cheers. Thanks, Sean.
Atakimasu.
Let's see.
Tastes like a Hershey chocolate bar.
A little different. Got more flavor to it.
Hey, definitely rich. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna say that. Yes,
it's definitely rich.
Definitely
rich.
It reminds me of a hardened Lindor truffle chocolate. If I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like Lindor truffles, but without the like caramel liquid inside. It's just solid.
But they sold out though, because they're not even using real chocolate anymore too. That's sad, yo. It's so many.
Not gonna lie, Lindor chocolate. I would fuck with some Lindor chocolate.
I hope you're not gonna be eating in the future though. They're not using real chocolate.
I'm not really a chocolate. I like what's it called?
Godiva?
Damn.
Godiva?
They're like it's like hazelnut. They have like that gold packaging.
I would say Nutella, but that was like no.
I feel like I know what you're talking
They're
about.
I don't know. Drawing a blank.
Ferrero Rocher?
Yes.
Yes, Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, of course the chocolate nigga gonna know what that is. Ferrero Rocher is so good.
So good.
I ain't gonna lie, I might bust this chocolate down the whole.
But shout out to the Sandos, though.
Good.
Shout out to the Sandos, you know.
Oh,
that's a sandwich shit?
Yeah.
Looks like a banana.
Okay, I'm tweaking. Let me not eat the whole bar on the camera. No, this is really good.
It is good. Very rich. Yes, you definitely tasted the aftertaste.
They had a lot of good desserts though, you know, and like a lot of good pastries. You know, they're good with their sweets. You know, the regular food, like they like the wagyu. Like wagyu beef is another big thing over there. So I tried that. Probably some of the best steak I ever had too. You know, shout out to the Japanese, man.
Okay. Did you go to like any like spiritual like monuments there if they had any?
I went to temple. I went to the temples, right? And one of the temples, like to get into the temple, like first we have to do like some type of like cleansing. So you have to get like the smoke, like it's almost like sage smoke, and we have to like bathe ourselves like head down. We did that. You can also make a wish using like a coin, and like it's the same place where you could see certain. I think they're monks though, like where they would pray during the day.
Yes.
You can also see that. It was nice, definitely nice. Very peaceful. Very tranquil. Once again, like I definitely enjoyed myself. Like I think I would go back again and do more aspects of that part of Japan. Like more less city, more countryside of Japan too. But overall, though, great experience, great food. Like, it's just so much things I could love to talk about, but I would be here another hour and a half just talking about how amazing Japan was,
I'm very glad you went to Japan and had that experience, man.
Definitely. If anyone has an opportunity to go in their life, man, go at least once. I'll tell you that for a fact,
Will do. It's going to be on my bucket list now.
For sure. Shout out Japan Airlines as well. They took care of us, definitely. 14-hour flight going, 12-hour flight back, knocked out, watched a lot of movies though, but great experience, man. Very great experience.
Glad you made it back safe too.
Very true. Made it back safely, Thinking about it now, I think the only negative once again is that like as a culture, Japanese people are just tend to be smaller, so the hotel room was definitely the size of a Japanese person, or it was made with the Japanese person in mind. So like the room itself was very small. When I walk into the bathroom, like I'm looking, like I look in the mirror, like I can't see my head in the mirror. It's like from my shoulders down, even like the peephole, you have to duck down to see through the peephole, that was funny to me, but if that's the only negative, man, I'll take it.
All right. Salute to you, man.
For sure. But yeah, man. Since I was gone though, I'm thinking about it now. Like before I left, I did go to volleyball once. Maybe twice. I think I went twice now at this point. The very first time I went, treacherous. Destroyed my glasses.
He's doing too much on the spikes. I mean, I said that nigga's not doing too much. Showing his black reflexes. No, I'm kidding.
It was just a bad situation.
They say you had to protect your glass. I mean,
it was a freak accident, I guess, But then randomly, though, the same person did it again. And also, it messed up the glasses again to the point where it's like, now I gotta get new glasses for a fact now. So if you see me right now, I look.
Maybe it was long overdue. How long did you have those pairs?
Those
for?
were brand new glasses.
Oh.
Those were gonna be glasses I was gonna use on the trip to Japan. So
wait, did you have contacts on that trip?
No, I did not. Once again, though, like I'm not blind. It's
Okay.
that I can see better with my glasses. Like
right,
the vision is
gotcha.
definitely better with glasses.
Is it like hazy, like a bad haze, or like?
No. Once again, like I talked about it before. Like my vision is like 19/20. I just have astigmatism, which is like probably the worst part of it. So I see them light beams at night, those rays of light. And obviously things are a little bit fuzzier than I would like. Obviously, but I can see. Things are very far away, though. It's going to be a little bit more difficult,
All right, got you. So you're nearsighted, would you say?
Nearsighted is far away, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that I would say nearsighted, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm nearsighted.
Struggles with having glasses, man, It must be nice just seeing, like, all the time, like, naturally, right?
Oh, yeah, right. You got 20/20? Must be, yeah, very much. They do say, this is kind of more so maybe like a conspiracy theory or whatever, that people that are nearsighted, so basically that can't see far, can't really see into the future, and the people that are farsighted can't really see like in the present of what's really happening.
Okay. Do you find that to be true?
I don't know. Well, I would say I would consider myself to be maybe slightly, like it's challenging to see, well, I feel like with anything, when you have a vision, to really see the end point. I feel like there's some people that are very set on, like, okay, this is going to be my end. Yeah. So I guess.
So then do you find yourself being present, though, a lot?
I try to be, but I'm trying to be. I'm trying to get in the act of doing that. For people that are always thinking in the head or constantly,
Yeah.
There's like two different worlds. So Yeah. Right now I feel present.
That's very good. It's very good.
Yeah. Would you consider yourselves to be present people, or when you're having conversation or when you're actually in a moment, do you go inward based on conversations that are being had? Like, are you really fully to be in the moment and embracing what's right in front of you?
For me personally, I think I try to be present as much as possible. You know, my biggest thing is like active listening too. You know, so like to active listen, you also have to be really
Very
present too.
That's true. Yes.
So in my overall, I think I'm present more often than not. You know.
I would definitely say I think I'm present. I have my times where I drift away, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I think I'm pretty much present. I've gotten to a point when it comes to conversations where you like, especially if I think that one of the best things is talk to somebody new because you can ask them whatever. Meaning like there's no, there's not that I say there's not no limit, but it's like, the vision is just so
expansive,
yeah,
you know?
like bro, I can literally pull from anything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely present for sure. And I'm a heavy active listener. That's why every time somebody says something like, right, I feel like there's something I got to pipe down and I be doing that too much. I don't know if niggas think I'm trying to like shut them off, right? Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I say I'm present. And I feel like if I'm not, it's because it might not be interesting enough, you know what I'm saying? So I might drift off a little bit, but then I always reel it back. But that's everything.
Gotcha. I would consider myself to be a pretty present person. Like, most certainly actively, yes. But like if it's an interesting conversation or if the topic is of my interest, or if I don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to want to learn.
Yep.
You know?
Just always ask questions. Inquire.
Yeah.
Students of life.
Indeed.
And then just the fact that we talk about learning, or the fact that you just mentioned learning too, like I have to mention this too. The Japanese culture of them learning and like them, like school is a big thing over there. Like, you know, like you normally see a lot of people in Japanese culture like wearing like school uniforms, or like they get like labeled as like, yo, like they're super smart, X, Y, and Z, you know? They're at school 6 days a week. Ooh. Like I did not know that though until I got there and I realized that, like 6 days a week they're at school. And it's like they have 1 day off. And I'm like, that's crazy. They love school apparently.
So, well, I don't know if you would know. So that means they finish school quicker. Shorter school year?
They have basically 3 different terms, right? So they're only off for I think 2 months out of the year.
Oh nah.
Or maybe a month. I think maybe they're a month.
You give me longer the weekdays and I give it only a month off?
It used to be 5 days a week, but then the parents were complaining that they didn't have enough like time to themselves, like without the kids, you know. So then they changed it. So then now they go to school 6 days a week.
Yo, that's super funny because again, as a person who listens to podcasts and the podcasts I listen to, they're people that are older than me. A lot of parents be using that school shit as like, yo, get the fuck out.
Exactly.
So I can.
They real with it though. They real with it over there.
Yo, go to school, like.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But when they're at school though, like it's so interesting to me though, because when they're young though, they have to learn 2 different martial arts. Like they have to do either like every single kid, like they either have to do like kickboxing or Muay Thai, karate, wrestling. They have to learn some type of martial art. So everybody knows how to fight off rip.
Tough.
They also have to
That's like their feng shui.
They also have to do some type of mandatory extracurricular activity, whether it's music or a sport or something. Everyone has to do that. They have to do 25 minutes of swimming every single day. So every single Japanese school has a pool on the roof, you know? And they all swim. They all learn how to swim.
In my high school, yeah, I had a too.
But then I'm thinking about it now. We learned to swim, but then we did it like once
like a semester.
A semester, and we did a class, you know, and that was it though. But
no, I had pool in my high school for all year. A year, yes. Oh, wow. It was a class. Like you had to take pool.
Interesting. On top of that, so like how their day is structured, they would have 4 classes, and then they would have like a break, right, where they would go home, and then they would come back to school, and then when they come back to school, they would clean because there are no janitors. So this school, like the children are cleaning the entire school.
See, that's lovely. That's self-sufficient. You learn how to clean up after yourselves. A lot of niggas don't know how to do that nowadays. I'm seeing in the younger generation, niggas go to the kitchen, leave shit in the kitchen, not doing it. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
All right, getting real passionate.
Right. That one hit close to home, yo.
Just niggas in this house.
Okay.
I'm saying.
You said the kitchen. I thought you was talking about upstairs. My fault.
You said,
You said the kitchen, so I thought you were talking about upstairs. Like you was like that.
No. My mom don't play that over here.
No, she don't. Yeah, my first time being here, very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, she don't play that.
Very cleansy. At
all. It's something you just see in the youth nowadays. I don't think they really clean up after themselves, and it's crazy. They expect somebody else to do it. So they're practicing self-sufficiency from the jump. In every aspect.
From a very young age. And once again, like, the 5-year-olds, the 4-year-olds are going to school by themselves. Like, there's no crime over there in Japan, though, so they're not getting kidnapped or worried about someone taking them away. So it's like, it was so weird to see, like, it was 9 o'clock, and we seen a little girl get on the train. No, PM. Get on the train to go home by herself. You feel me? And it's like, that's wild to me, you know? Like, no homeless people on the street, you know? Like, everyone has a job, and then, like, even, like, the government, what they'll do, like, say you lose your job, they'll put you in an apartment building, right? It's, like, fully funded by the government until you get a job, you know? Like, you don't have to worry about rent or anything like that. It's like...
You watched Cyberpunk Edgerunners, no?
I did not know.
If you watch a lot of, whether it's anime movies or shows, they be showing certain shit like that. The Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I think his mom, they were, like, in an apartment like that, I think, where, like...
What is that for the people that don't know?
It's an anime show on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's basically similar to the
video game.
The video game Cyberpunk, but I guess it's like, I don't know which one's the original. I don't know if the game's the original or this is the original. But yeah, certain things you'll see, like for instance, like the alcohol vending machine, they showed that in there. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's really neat. That's really neat that this shit's accurate, which I didn't. You expected it to be. I don't think it was gonna be false, but like nice to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I do want to ask some. I don't want to say immature questions, but immature questions. Number one, any Yakuza sightings? Did you see anybody with the tats or nothing?
And that's the thing. Like, I didn't see like.
What are you trying to look for?
I wasn't looking for it anyway. I mean, there definitely was people with tattoos out there. You know, like even in our group though, there are people with tattoos, and like it wasn't like a frowned upon thing. Cause, like apparently there's some places that they'll turn you away if you have tattoos, or like if you have like open tattoos, like you might not be allowed in there. You know, but everywhere we've been, we were welcomed, and there was no issues. You know, I think it's more or less like for like saunas or like pools or like maybe like areas like that. But once again, we had no issues with that. You know, definitely did not see no Yakuza running around though. So. Felt safe, man. I felt safe.
What is that?
It's like their organized like mob over there, like the biggest crime ring.
Oh.
Potentially in the world though, and it's like over there.
Scary.
So.
So that's number one. Then my second question, which it doesn't seem like you did, but any did you see they be big on the porn shit over there? Did you see anything of that nature?
I mean, I wasn't looking for it, you know. I just know that Japanese, like once again, the culture, like they definitely enjoy
the e-girls,
their
hentai, you know what I'm saying?
They enjoy their women, I guess, you know. They enjoy their women, you know. But definitely did not see that, you know. I mean, if he was looking for it, it probably was there definitely. But definitely did not see it, you know. They had the maid cafe, if that's what you're looking for too. But
what is that? Like maid cafe?
Like it's
cafe like they're dressed up as maids?
Yeah, you know, I guess if you wanted that was your thing, you know. They also had like Otter Cafe, you know, the Pig Cafe. A couple of people I know went to that though. Like it was like pigs running around. Like you could have coffee and donuts next to a pig, you know, for some reason if you want to do that. Or otters. I
wonder what the symbolism is for that.
I think it's just cute animals, I guess, you know. Okay. A lot of pet shops had like very small miniature cats and dogs in there, so you'd walk by and they're like, oh, look at the cute little dog or cat though, you know, like they like cute things over there, you know, like Hello Kitty and stuff like that. And I come to find out Hello Kitty's actually a little girl, not a cat, you know.
All right, salute.
Yeah, salute. Didn't know that, you know.
But, definitely was a big part of my childhood, Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But once again, I can talk about Japan for hours on hours, you know. It was just to go back to like the education thing, you know. So very, very different over there, man. Oh, did I finish about the day? So look, they have four classes. They go home, come back and clean, right? And then after they clean, they have 2 more classes, and then they go to their extracurricular activity. Then they're done. So then on that Saturday, so like their 6th day of school, they just have 4 classes in the morning, and that's it.
What was the time difference again? Like, what's the time difference?
12. Like, it's a whole.
They're 14 hours ahead of us, right? Yeah. Okay. So when I went there, I lost a day, but then I came back here, I gained a day, which was weird because like that day I was leaving, I woke up, had breakfast, right, and then got on the plane and we left at 11 a.m. 12 hours. Went to sleep, woke up, had breakfast on the plane again, got off the plane, landed, and it was 11 o'clock here. So it was very a.m. So it's
like 3 mornings.
It was like I didn't do anything, you know. Like it's like I went back in time again, you know.
So do you think your sleep schedule is gonna be a little off or no?
That first week, like basically, like now, I'm finally. I think I'm adjusted, you know. But like that first Monday, Tuesday, getting up, I was just oof, you know. I made it, but it was just like a little walky, a little bit, you know. But
salute, man. Salute to the Japanese the news and shit, bro. Thank you for putting us on. Thank you for the chocolate. That shit was fire.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Would highly recommend anyone with the opportunity go to Japan for the one time, man. Loved it. We'll be going back for sure. Group trip.
Bro, I thought Japan was supposed to be a group trip in general, man. But
Like,
jumped the gun,
bro, y'all don't be moving fast enough, yo. Y'all be moving fast enough.
Ooh, he's like, I'm moving on my own time. You either with it or not.
Right, bro. I can't be holding everybody's hand, yo.
No, that's true.
I respect it.
Very true.
But with that being said, though, a lot of stuff is happening in America, though. A lot of stuff.
I don't know where to fucking start.
Positive news.
Oh,
very positive. Very positive.
Well, I would like to say everything essentially in this realm is fake news. They only want to tell you what you want to know. No.
Or what they want.
Well, what they want us to know. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, because typically we wouldn't really even know because you're not where they are. So we just believe in
the system.
Right.
Smoke and mirrors.
I don't know if I have positive news, man.
So the positive news, Michael Jackson movie broke
for
records.
Sure.
The Michael movie, 217 million opening weekend.
I don't know why niggas doubt. Like, what do niggas think was gonna come from a product of Michael Jackson that had to deal with his family? You see what I'm saying? Like, why did anybody think this shit was gonna be like? First of all, the first day with the movie critiques, 27%, 30%. Why?
Well, Rotten Tomatoes is garbage anyway. Yo. Like they're so biased, and it's like we're not listening to critics anymore. You know, because when the audience score came out, though, what 97%?
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, like
the people know what they like. The people know what they want. You know, like we're not listening to critics. You know,
there's always gonna be there's always
gonna be one side though.
There's always going to be a smear campaign on that man's name. There's certain people you just can't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what's going to go on, there's going to be some shit on their name. So, I mean, the movie was great. I enjoyed it.
I didn't know it was going to be a part 2.
Yeah, no, it's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they reviewed that, I think, low-key before the movie came out. They said they're going to, like I said, well, because it was on camera, but they're going to do it like Wicked. 1 year this movie, the next year the other movie.
Well, either way, because it was from like the 70s until like the 80s, like 88. That was the last year, right? When he was in London, so it would make sense that they're not gonna put everything in there.
It would have been way too long.
Yeah, it would have been like
a 60s to 80s, yeah,
like a Marvel movie at that point, you know.
What I realized talking to people, watching them. Well, do you guys want to give a review first before I get into like what I've been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief then. I enjoyed the movie.
Like, this is your first time watching anything Michael.
Yeah,
like they never watched Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
I didn't see that. I didn't see This Is It. I didn't see.
The Jackson 5 American Dream.
I didn't see that. I didn't see Leaving Neverland. I didn't see anything. So this is like my first, not introduction to Michael Jackson, but like this is the first like movie. You know, I liked it. I enjoyed it. This is the closest thing I'm gonna get to watching Michael Jackson at concert. You know, because it definitely was like a production. Watching an IMAX too was even better. Right. So like, if you can watch an IMAX, because that visual audio experience though was definitely worth it. You know,
in the stadium at one point. When during Human Nature, one of them songs, I felt like the crowd was stomping. I'm feeling
like a real life performance. You know, I think Jafar did a good job. You know,
Great job.
Honestly, I can't say anything bad about it. I just don't like the fact that like the critics and the people wanted to see his downfall. That's why they like scored it so low prior to the movie's release, you know, or theatrical release. And it's like it's just hate for no reason, man. You know, but
maybe in a way they wanted to feel as though they were also a part of Michael Jackson too. So they wanted that deeper interpersonal connection, because that's like what came to my head like first. Maybe they wanted to feel what was behind the scenes that we weren't really able to see. But even though if the producers were going to get into that would have been some deep shit. So if you were going to do it, you were going to have to do it big, not just half, like partial.
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, they did reshoot the third act though too. So the third act that ended up being the final cut though wasn't the original third act that was going to be in the final cut though. Like they did a test screening of it though, and people didn't like it. Also, like legal issues of like representation of like certain people aren't allowed to be in the movie and didn't want to be in the movie. That's why I was confused. I was like, yo, where the sisters at too?
LaToya was in there, Janet wasn't.
Yeah, come to find out, like, oh, she signed something that's like, I don't want to be in the movie at all though. Like they literally act like she didn't exist.
I saw that too.
So that was like one of like my like, where's she at though? You know,
Diana Ross didn't want to be in there.
Yeah, you know, so there's a lot of stuff that they couldn't speak on anyway. And like my final thing was like I'm watching the character of like Joe Jackson, actor that portrayed Joe Jackson did a great job as well. But I'm watching Joe Jackson and I'm like, yo,
Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
I think he did a great job too.
Yeah, great job.
He was honestly by far, except for Jafar, he did an exceptional job. I think so.
For sure. in my mind, I'm like, yo, fuck Joe Jackson. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, without Joe Jackson, we don't get Jackson 5. We don't get Michael Jackson. Because it's like, he was a bad father, but also a great father. Don't take this out of context. But at the same time, it's like,
No, I see the two sides.
you got to see the duality.
I
in it,
do.
though, right?
I very much
like,
do. I do.
He understood like the sacrifice and the hard work, and like I need to beat the shit out of you to understand this. You feel me? Which
I don't know about that,
but like you understand like the regiment though of like, okay,
yes,
we waking up early, we gotta go I do. You know, we gotta put
he
this
had a
over
vision.
this.
He had a vision.
He had a vision. Granted, he was very wicked in the madness of like creating that vision though. But at the same time, I was like, damn, Joe Jackson, man, like fuck you. But at the same time, though, it's like.
Now, do you think if his father didn't install that fear into Michael, we wouldn't get the Michael that we had?
Of course
that we
not.
got?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Based on
it's so hard to say.
how it is challenging, but based on Michael's like spirit, he seemed to be a very in tune person. So I feel like without.
But that's the thing, like Michael Jackson was super talented.
Naturally.
God-given talent, though, right? But then talent don't mean nothing without hard work, though.
That's very
exactly.
I don't know. We don't know.
Now, are you trying to say that the beatings that his father gave him, his work ethic, the work ethic that he had, you don't think he would have actually got there without that?
I'm not saying the beatings. I'm also thinking about like how strict his program was, though. You see what I'm saying? Like Joe Jackson had them on a strict, rigorous program
the
too.
Shit where it's just like, yo, Michael, look at me, like.
Right. Look at me, focus on me.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
the tweakings of things like that. Okay,
stuff like that, though. You know, like the attention to detail that they were also making their own wardrobe at home, though. So like now they're also thinking about like how their clothes and like their fashion, their style. Maybe that sparked Michael's interest of like how he got into fashion later on. And just certain stuff though that was like, if they weren't in that household, I don't think the Jackson 5 or those people would have been who they were at the end of their life. You know, so it's just like. Once again, fuck Joe Jackson, but it's like, damn, Joe Jackson. Another thing, though, like, he also reminded me of Truance Goggins. David Goggins' pops. Like, reading his book, though, very similar gentleman, yo. Like, very violent, like, hard asses that, once again, were on a strict program to the point where without him being such a bad father and being such a dickhead, David Goggins wouldn't have been the man he is today, too. Like, without great sacrifice, you don't get greatness. So I think that's all it is, man. It's the duality of life. Your take?
Right.
I think it was great. Visuals, amazing. Makeup artists, amazing. When they did the Thriller, the similarities in that, I loved so much. Literally felt like I was literally watching the actual Thriller music video. I'm not gonna lie, I did have my own little controversies about like wanting to be a little bit more intimate, but I understand now because, you know, there's so much more that you can't really get into because, like you said, the movies already got into that. Previous movies got into that. So, but I was very emotional in the movie theater. Very emotional. The first song, just I wanted to cry, but also just being able to really observe him. Jafar's mimicking to Michael Jackson, like the depth, the calmness, the softness, the childlike presence. It felt real. It felt similar to Michael. You know, it felt like, you know, his spirit was like so far beyond this realm, as if like in a way like we didn't deserve Michael, but we did at the same time because we needed his healing energy. That people struggled to find that within themselves. You know, but you had to go through a hard experience to get like that. So I understand now. I understand. But like his love for animals and that, like with the llama and the monkey and the giraffe, like it was just I loved so much.
They're his friends.
His friends, yes. And like the main focus of like the childness that brought his spirit alive to want to keep doing, and his love for the kids, all of that. I love that they added that in there too, because now it's more so kid friendly too, so they can watch as well.
Right.
Yeah, it was still innocent at the end of the day.
Yeah, very innocent, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it.
I seen a tweet where it's just like somebody said they went to go see the Michael movie with their kid, and the kid was like, "Oh, when can we go see Michael Jackson?" And it was just like, "Yo, we can't. This is you seeing Michael Jackson." You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's beautiful that it came out at the perfect time with so much that's been happening in this world. Right. So it's like it felt like the download that the director and who created this was like, oh, this was perfect timing, like an advanced download of, okay, we needed this in this exact moment right here, right now.
Yeah. Like a cleanse.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, great movie indeed, man.
Yo, let me hear your review, man. Cause you a Michael Jackson
I am, so like,
super fan, yo, fanatic, yo.
I didn't think I was the biggest Michael Jackson fan until I started talking to niggas like this weekend who hasn't seen Michael Jackson again. I give the movie 4.5 out of 5. I'm not the biggest Michael Jackson fan where it's like I know the inaccuracies of certain things is going. I don't know about all that, but like the timeline, I know a decent amount. But when it comes to Michael Jackson in general, like maybe because he's the reason why I dance, I've seen so much of him. Like some of the live performances that he did, the Human Nature live performance, where he stopped singing to do the dance, like that actually happened. Like I remember seeing that, like, oh, they got that on point. Just in general, I've seen Michael Jackson, mostly anything he's done for the most part. Like Michael Jackson Moonwalker, Michael Jackson This Is It. My dad used to get me like his tour performances on DVDs. Like I have the Michael Jackson Dangerous tour somewhere in this house. So like I guess you could say I'm a student of Mike. I don't want to say student, but like that he's the reason why I dance and do anything musically for real. Like he plays a big factor in that. So seeing all this, Jackson 5 American Dream 2, that definitely plays a big factor. A lot of people ain't watched that, and a lot of people, I feel like if you did watch that, you would like this movie better because, like you said, you want it to be a little more interpersonal,
yeah,
more intimate. Yo, watch Jackson 5 American Dream. That shit is, I'm pretty sure 4 hours long. They get into more detail about his life, this, that, and the third. They didn't really skip as much. And also too, you guys talking about Joe Jackson, how he looked in that movie. Go watch Jackson 5 American Dream. They made him look like, yo, in that movie, I'm scared of that nigga. Like the scenes were so tense and like you know, they were tense in this movie, but they definitely took it a little light. I'm telling you, if you watch that first, watch Jackson 5 American Dream. I think it's free on YouTube somewhere. You gonna feel the intensity more of his father's presence and how he handled them boys for real. Overall, like I said, a good movie. The music is great. The similarity is amazing. Again, certain people being out, like Janet Jackson. Like Janet Jackson was in American Dream. You know what I'm saying? Her wanted to be out for this one for whatever reason. It is what it is. So if people didn't know, Jafar Jackson, his nephew, played him, and then I think Jermaine Jackson was part of the like production. You know what I'm saying? So, who else? I think they said Diana Ross didn't want to be in there. She said she didn't want to be in there, but people assume that she didn't want to be in there because they didn't want like grooming allegations. You know what I'm saying? Because she was 30, he was 19. They don't, I don't know. She didn't want to be a part of that. And the thing, this movie too is closely, timeline-wise, is close to the American Dream because they ended at the same point. American Dream ended at the final tour, the Victory Lap tour, and the same thing with this. And I think they did that for a reason. If they made this movie any more detailed, I think it would have been too similar to the American Dream. And I don't know if that would have been a bad thing or not. Maybe they would have gone to other different things. Apparently, they said the original cut was 4 hours, but they had to knock that shit down for whatever reason it was.
Well,
So
when I was doing my research, they did make it a point where they kind of just wanted to be about Michael and his, you know.
Yeah.
And like the only parts where you could see like they did talk about they alluded to Neverland and like like going to Neverland and like okay, this is gonna be like his safe space. So, like I think in the original cut though they might have had parts of like okay, Neverland has been built though and like having that aspect of it though because they also mentioned how much he loves the kids and going to like the burn hospital and like interacting with the kids. So like that might have been in the like the third act though and they might have reshot it. So that's why.
And I'm giving $7 million to the hospital off rip. I'm like, damn.
That's low. Michael Jackson was a giving person.
Yes.
They talked about the small shit, the vitiligo.
Yeah, they talked about that. You know,
talked about there's something else they talked about.
But his 2 nose surgeries, they talked about that. Though. Like they mentioned it. You know,
there's something else though.
My favorite part was his like manifestation and his writing. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. You know.
Yeah, that's new. But again, I think they did a great job, man. If your family's a part of something, like how would they fuck that up? You know what I'm saying? The Jackson family's just too great for them to do that. So like I don't know. I don't know, man. I ain't never doubted this movie, especially when the trailers are coming out. Oh, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? This shit looks so great.
It took Jafar 2 years to get into that role in the first place. You know, like training.
He's Colombian too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
No.
that's super fire. It's tough, man. A really great movie. I think everybody should go see it, especially if this is your first Michael Jackson movie. Yo, please go see it. To me, this is all nostalgic and just like going through the motions, you know what I'm saying, just seeing everything. But hopefully this opens everybody's experience to go watch the other shit, go watch his other work. Like Michael Jackson Moonwalker is literally, and it's not a movie about Michael Jackson, it's literally like his movie about himself. Like you just get into his mind with this shit, bro. It's crazy. I think like the full Smooth Criminal videos in there. There's just so much shit. Watch Michael Jackson Moonwalker, watch This Is It. The shit that he's a part of, like go watch. It's not a biopic, it's like his films. It's like those movies are closer to like Princess Purple Rain. You know what I mean? So and I enjoyed it, man. Niggas know how I get, bro. Michael Jackson can die for real. 4.5 out of 5.
Favorite part?
Favorite part? Off the top of my head. What song was they singing? I think the little, when they were showing everything that was going on, they were showing, what song was that? I think Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I think like that little whole segment right there, like 3 minutes of them going through different things, him in the club and this and the third in the studio.
Okay.
But I'm gonna watch this movie again. Am I gonna go pay for it again? I don't know. But definitely when it comes out on streaming services, if it comes out, I definitely plan on watching it. Now I'm trying to guess what streaming service is gonna be on. I feel like it's gonna be on some shit like Paramount Plus or some bullshit.
It was Lionsgate though. So who do they normally partner with?
I don't know.
Peacock?
Hey,
Paramount?
Could it be HBO Max?
Maybe.
It might be.
Maybe.
It's not gonna be Netflix. I don't think so.
No. I'm gonna say Paramount, HBO Max.
Like one of the premium Johns.
Yes.
Just because it's Lionsgate. So I forget who do they normally give those distribution rights to though. I forget.
We don't see. But a great movie. Everybody should go watch it.
Definitely a great movie.
Absolutely.
Have your own opinion for real. I'm gonna go watch that shit.
And then it's funny enough because like, now it made me want to rewatch the Teddy Perkins episode of Atlanta and just like hear the similarities, like how they were talking about like his father, or like it was supposed to be Michael Jackson, but then just talking about like the sacrifices and like how hard their life was, but then it made them so great though.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all getting put on. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I mean, like I remember having a conversation with somebody after the fact though, and I was like, we will never have another person like Michael Jackson ever again though. Like even after his death though, like Michael Jackson is still the biggest person that ever stepped a foot on this planet though ever.
I saw a video on Instagram, and then one of the questions was like, I think it was asking, an interviewer was asking Jerome Jackson or one of the Jacksons, Jermaine Jackson, sorry. Yeah. But he said Chris Brown.
Closest. No, I don't want to say closest.
I thought about it like
talent-wise or
talent-wise, maybe and musically wise.
Right.
It's hard. Maybe. It's hard because he's nowhere near the level of Mike.
Yeah.
You know, like even the fact that like Michael Jackson did so much, you know, like globally too. Like Michael Jackson was known all over the world for real.
Chris Brown's not. This nigga just went on the world tour. Nigga went crazy.
But at the same time though, Michael Jackson also had niggas fading. You feel me? Like he could stood up there for 8 minutes straight, didn't say a word. People was fading and dying. You know, like Michael Jackson has so much aura for not to glaze Michael Jackson, but it really made me understand like how big Michael Jackson was, even to the point where. Look how much years after his death, yo, he made a movie opening weekend. It broke the record for the most movie ever made in opening weekend. $217 million.
It was going to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was going.
But think about this now. Like it's still Sunday. Like they didn't even count today. Yeah. 217 million off of what? 30 hours? That's insane, man. Like. Michael Jackson really is the greatest to ever do it, man.
He's probably thinking to himself right now, like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do, even after.
I love it, man.
Shout out Michael, man. Shout out Michael.
Indeed.
A real life healer.
No, for real shit. He definitely was. Any other positive news since we was on positive news? I mean, real quick, I ain't gonna talk about it too much, but NBA playoffs are starting. Very great, good basketball. WNBA started Saturday. We're going to see how this season goes. I know the football draft.
The NFL draft did happen. It's crazy because I got to the point now where I don't know none of these players, you know?
Really?
Same. But I did also hear that they may sign Odell back to the Giants. I'm a Giants fan. So
Stop it.
And
I'll respectfully say just because do you watch football?
I used to watch football very heavily. I don't watch TV now, so I can't really say too much. But my family kind of picks me up on everything. So especially when it comes to the sports.
I'll tell you right now, Odell is not going back to the Giants or any NFL team anytime soon.
No?
He's done.
Why do you say this?
First off, the injuries and the fact that he hasn't been on the team for how long, and it's like they would have signed him by now, you know. So it's like free agency already happened. So it's like you're a nomad with no team. You're riddled with injuries, you know. You lied about how much meniscus and ACL you had left, and then that's not a good look too.
I didn't know any of that.
Yeah,
I guess he had his prime time already, and that was it.
He had his prime time, you know. But at the same time, though, like the greed took over, you know. Like apparently, when he got signed to the Rams and they won that Super Bowl, if he didn't lie about like how healthy his meniscus was in his leg and just actually healed more, you know, he would be able to play now.
Why did he lie though?
To potentially get on the team to win a Super Bowl, and that's what happened. He got on the team, was able to play and get a Super Bowl, and he got a ring. But at the same time, now it's like that's probably like the end of your career, you know?
Wow.
Shit niggas do for a ring, man.
You know, granted, it's also like.
Well, especially when you're in that field, you're gonna do for anything, exactly,
then,
right?
Like the spotlight too, though. Like Odell was also like the biggest name coming out of 2013, 2014. Like I'm not gonna forget, like the era.
He had his prime time, right?
Odell had his era where he was the face of the league, and he was like the model that every kid wanted to follow. Everybody wanted to do the one-handed catch. Everybody was a Giants fan. Everybody wanted to Everybody wanted to get the blonde, the mohawks. I remember that. Like Odell was lit. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, though, like that time is. It came and is going now, you know. So hopefully he can get his finances in order because apparently he blew all his $100 million. So it's like it's hard, man. You know, financial literacy is.
Are you a big football fan?
Oh, I am definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
And your team is?
I'm a Cardinals fan.
Okay.
I'm a Cardinals fan. You know. Shout out to the legends, Larry Fitz. You know. We did all right on our draft this year. You know, we picked up a quarterback. We picked up a couple old linemen, some linebackers. You know, running back. You know, we had the third pick, so we got Love. We picked up Love. You know, so it's nice, man. You know, hopeful for the season. You know,
gotcha. When was the last time they won the Super Bowl?
We ain't win, but we played it. We played in one.
Well, hopefully this year, maybe.
Yeah, we played in one. Don't forget 2009. We was there with the Steelers. You know, we was there, but yeah.
Are you Ray?
I'm a fake Eagles fan. When I watch football, I'm an Eagles fan. But if I'm not watching, I'm not really a no fan. I'm a Jack Eagles, though. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's the thing. When it comes to these sports, whoever your parents is a fan of, like that's what you're gonna be a fan of. Like my dad was an Eagles fan for football, and then Lakers fan for basketball. Basketball because I started watching on myself. I have my own team.
Okay.
But football is like I don't watch it too much for real. So like I'm gonna just stay Eagles. If it wasn't, no, I'm not gonna lie. There's one time when I started playing Madden too. I was like My top 3 teams: Eagles, Packers, and Saints. Love those teams. Yeah, those teams is fire. Fucking.
You like the NFC then, huh?
Type shit, bro. Whoa, who was on the Packers? Clay Matthews. Oh, that used to be my dog. Clay Matthews was my dog. There's somebody else on the Packers. Saints had Drew Brees. There's somebody else on the but like there's those 3 teams. I for sure like. I used to like. Okay, like if I have those teams, that's it right there. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't watch football. Like if it's around me, I watch it.
Understandable.
I watch it by myself.
Yeah, same. I don't even watch TV, so I'm not really up with the entertainment.
But everybody watches the Super Bowl though. Everybody watches football when the Super Bowl come around though. Yeah,
that's facts, right?
Yeah,
you're watching Bad Bunny, right?
It's just entertainment. Just entertainment.
Salute.
Yeah, shout out Bad Bunny, man.
Type.
But yeah. Otherwise than that, man, I don't know if there's any other positive news for.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more positive. The rest of stuff is not so positive, a little more negative. You know, unfortunate. You know.
And your negatives are. Negatives that can find a positive.
Okay, but that's the game. We're gonna name the negatives unless you can find a positive. All right, number 1. Let's start off. Maryland homeowner calling ICE on workers. Basically, there's a Maryland homeowner. She had construction workers working on her shit,
and then called them after they finished her work, so she didn't have to pay them. Oh man!
Right after they finished, like finishing her work, like while they were on the job and they were done. Called ICE to like rat on the niggas, and ICE came. So what's the positive in that? Niggas are going back home to their families. No, let me stop.
Got you.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a strong, negative.
That was just the first one too.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's very fucked up. I hated to see that. I hated that happened. Apparently, I think what she did was illegal though. I heard some shit where it's like. Something's gonna happen to her because you can't do that. You can't like assign for work and then when the work is done,
not pay for it.
Yeah, right.
So I think something's gonna happen to her. Nothing crazy.
Because legally, if you sign a contract or you agree to a service, though, you still have to pay for that service.
No,
if
right.
the work was done, though. So like, in that aspect, yeah. And also morally.
But then again,
shitty
also before
person.
signing a contract, don't you need to pay first before doing that?
I mean,
Or at least put a deposit, security deposit down to do some.
maybe she
some bit of work?
did. Maybe she did though. You know, we don't know that aspect of it. But nonetheless, though, morally wrong, shitty person, shitty human
There's
being.
a lot of morally wrong niggas in this planet, and it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's one negative. You want to go negative for negative, like you negative, like my negative, your negative. You know what I'm saying?
We can do that though. The negative I seen when I first came back though, what was happening? This happened just recently. I don't want to mention it, but the most recent thing that just happened is apparently the shooting at the president's
I did see that.
the fake shooting. They're doing the fake shootings again. I don't know if it's fake or not. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna speak on anything. I don't want because you know the Netanyahu's listening and shit. So I don't want big Netanyahu get me. But nonetheless, though, there was a shooting at a presidential event, though, you know, and they had to get everybody out of there. You know, Erica Trump was crying, said, and just saying, "I want us to go home." Erica Kirk. My fault. Trump, you know,
Might as well be Erica Trump.
stop it. All the government and political officials, you know, had to get up out of there, you know, and then Trump coming out and saying, yo, like, they only want to get the good ones, you know, like, they're like, look how much people they try to assassinate. Lincoln, he tried to put himself in the same category as Lincoln and stuff, though. But at the same time, though, we already know smoke and mirrors, yo. Like, we know this is planned. We know this is fake, though, for a reason. So it's like, why is our government still doing this cat and mouse game, man? Like, I really think they're trying to see how much stuff they can get away with, though, to see how gullible and dumb the American people are, you know?
I mean, they've been getting away with it for as long as I think we are now just gradually opening ourselves up to what's happening.
But that's the thing. I think, maybe that is the positive, though. That maybe they're doing so much dumb shit like this, though, that
where they have to keep up with their scheme, this pyramid scheme, like, when it comes to all this.
More American people are now waking up to it, though. Mm-hmm. I think that's the positive.
And I feel like they're now doing a lot more research with, you know, even like conspiracy theories may be right sometimes, bro. Because they be getting real deep into stuff.
And I think they are right. I think that's the thing.
I think conspiracy theories, I think we talked about it, though, are all rooted in some type of truth, though.
Right.
And then the fact that the truth gets twisted, it becomes a conspiracy theory, though. Mm-hmm. So... Or then it's just straight up truth, though, and then the government will lie and say it's a conspiracy theory, though, just to cover their own ass, you know? Mm-hmm.
Then 20, 30 years later, they're going to be like, well, you guys were right.
Yeah, because the government's coming out now and saying certain stuff that we thought were conspiracy theories are actually true. You know, when they talked about the aliens and they came out and said, oh, yeah, we knew about these, and we knew about X, Y, and Z.
They knew about everything.
Exactly.
It's probably like years before putting it out there.
Yeah. Sad, man. Own government is gaslighting you into... not being a good human being or tricking you. Japan could never.
I said Japan could never.
So, which makes me wonder, how did they build their system to be such so much harmony and cohesiveness there?
Japan or here?
Japan.
You really want the answer?
You have an answer?
I mean, I got a theory.
Okay, so theory.
2 nukes. 2 nukes.
2 nukes. Oh, got you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, she got erased, and then we had to start fresh, and then it was like, you know what, we could do a lot better, and that's what happened.
Japanese was wicked as fuck.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like Japanese was wicked. It's to the point where if you read about the shit they used to do before the nukes happened, it might have looked like maybe them niggas needed to get. Maybe.
I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't saying I believe in that, but that's what them niggas was rocky down there. Japanese was a little rock. Like, that was brutal.
See, that was another thing too. Right? There's also in the same area where there was the zoo, there's also like a national museum of like history you could went to. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go to the zoo. Let's see the nice animals. And I was like, I know some of the history, and I was like, I don't want to rehash that on my nice trip to Japan, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think a reset though was definitely needed, and I think you could reset for a positive, you know, because now Japan society is super advanced, super nice, you know, very
think
organized.
About it. I'm pretty sure that has happened over here to us so many times, but we're still repeating the same things over and over and over again.
We ain't get wiped out. It was that we had civil wars, we had conflict within.
But
our
even
own
that still make a big impact with wanting to change the patterns in certain things.
It clearly doesn't happen. This racism still happening every single day. You know, it's still conflict amongst the working class, the middle class, and the 1%. And it's like the government is so smart though, because they set up this system where they always win, and for us to fight amongst each other instead of come together and be like, okay, it's us versus them.
Right.
And they're very, very good at manipulation, propaganda, and then just control. So it's like it's hard to erase all that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think last podcast, our latest one, I think I asked these guys, I was just like, yo, if somebody wanted to like wipe us out for the wrong shit we're doing, would you be with it?
Like take us all out,
Right.
including the bad people.
Including the bad, let's just take away everything.
Honestly, yeah, I'm all for it. Like,
Thank you.
Like, I'm not scared to like.
Right. Thank you. I said this. I'm on the same wave. Like if
Like,
somebody,
like something needs to happen.
bro, if somebody across there was just like, yo, I ain't fuck with none of this going on. I have the power to reset that whole shit, and I'm going to.
Right.
Salute, bro. Just let me know you're gonna do it so I can live life to the. You know what I'm saying?
No, type shit. But I don't know. I feel like you no matter what, constantly have to prepare yourself in your mind because that can happen at any moment, right? Because there's so much going on with like, I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not really a political person. That's why I like to talk in code.
It's not about being political though. This goes back to so many aspects of life though, like
right.
you can even translate it to something simple like you seen have you been watching Invincible?
No.
You should have been watching Invincible, yo. Like,
I gotta catch up.
There's so much stuff that's like
I'm so behind. I'm not gonna, yeah.
I would love to give you a reference right now. It would be perfect to this, but it's like I don't want to spoil nothing either. Do you watch Invincible?
I've heard of it, but I don't really watch it.
Just say.
Y'all are missing out.
I'm so far behind.
No, because this is gonna spoil too much, yo.
Oh,
It's gonna spoil too much. I can't.
Right? Do you really see yourself watching it though?
I watched season 1 already.
Yeah. Okay.
I just gotta catch up. Season 2. I don't have Amazon no more, so every time I watch it.
So when you do watch it, you'll get it though, and we'll talk about it then.
But I'm not gonna reach the season 4 as quick as you think I'm gonna be. Like I said, last season I watched was 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind. I'm real behind.
It's all right.
I'm gonna get it.
You can get there eventually. Yeah.
Right. Salute. But okay, glad to hear that somebody else is on my side because when I brought it up last episode with James and Sean, I don't think it was with it.
No. Why? Why not?
Because it's like,
he
damn.
wants to live his life.
This like not even.
But who says that we won't really be able to live another life?
That is true.
That's that real spiritual shit.
That is true.
I mean, now I'm coming into some spiritual shit now, so I got some questions. So, do you believe that when you die, there's nothing else after?
I'm not saying that though. It's the fact that I really don't know. I mean, in my own mind though, I think that you are. Whatever you believe in is going to happen to you too. I feel like that's also possible.
Whatever you believe is going to happen to you.
Like whatever you believe
in this life, the next life it will be just that too.
Exactly.
Right. So
like
now,
if you believe in reincarnation, then you will be reincarnated.
Okay.
Like if you don't believe that there's just nothing at the end of your life, then guess what? There might not be nothing because that's what you believe in.
Right.
So in aspects of that, you got to believe in something. But from my own personal experience, though. I would like to believe there's something else after, whether it's I'm reincarnated into another human being or another entity, and my spirit lives on, or there's a place where all the spirits go and we can do something else,
Okay, what struck out to me was when you started, before you said all that, was I would like to, so do you not right now?
I do. It's the fact that my thing is I just don't know if that's me answering the question. Like,
okay.
I don't know what it is, but no one knows though. At the same time,
Right. So are you trying to say I need to know first before saying that I need to believe in it?
No, because I think I already went through my agnostic phase. I also went through my Christian phase. It's just more or less about like my own personal belief now. I have an idea of what I want my afterlife to be. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think whatever I believe in is going to be my afterlife. So it might not be yours or yours. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever you believe in. I think that's exactly what it's going to be,
I agree. So where would you say you are now with that? I mean, people don't really think about this on a daily basis. Unfortunately, I do because I just love it. But because I feel like there's, even though we're in this world too, I believe also in other multi-dimensional universes and how we can kind of really transcend mentally. So I would like to think even after that, you can create that,
I mean, apparently that was an advanced future. So I don't know, maybe. But to answer your question though, like it's so many different things that I've thought about though. That's like I don't know which one I believe more of. I think it's like so many different possibilities that in my mind is like, yo, that's a viable possible option, because doing a lot of self-discovery, a lot of introspective thinking and like a lot of high thoughts, I guess, you think about certain things and be like, yo, this is a real possibility, but it's like we can't prove it, so it's like
So
I don't want to
Are you a person that is okay, I need to see it to believe it first in order to really know?
Not even. Because at the same time, though, like, just because seeing, sometimes, just because I don't see something doesn't mean that it's not there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we're so caught up in our own flesh and our human mind, though, that we can't see something a lot of times past what we define feasible or imaginable. So it's I definitely believe in something bigger than me, more powerful than me, though. Something that I physically can't touch, though, is definitely out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely on that aspect of that, though. What it is, I don't know what exactly it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's God, maybe it's Buddha, maybe it's one of the deities, maybe it's just another force that I physically can't even describe with human words, you know?
Right.
Like, it's something like, we're so limited because we're human. You see what I'm saying,
right,
though?
But also we're so expansive too because we are human. We are probably like the number, like I think it's like this is the best it's gonna get. You know, like we have the capacity to actually think, to perceive things, to touch, feel, taste. We have more than just 6 senses. Actually, 5 senses. I think we have like 13.
But we're limited, though.
Who's limiting us?
The government.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to shut down that pineal gland, man.
I think that's yeah. I get it. I get it.
Like, once again, like, we know that we're more than our physical vessels, but at the same time, though, the government probably knows that too, and then they figured out, like, yo, we can't let them get to their full potential, though, or all this shit collapses.
Okay, so now I would like to think that all these, the government, yes, is a hindrance, but it shouldn't be an excuse to actually see what your potential looks like, because that's going to look different for everybody.
Very true. Very, very true, though, you know, but it's also about waking up the 85% to the fact that, like, you are more than just this vessel. You are more than just this human shell, you know? So, I mean, I think that's partially why the reason we talk to the people, you know? Partially the reason why we do what we do. But at the same time, though, everyone's own self-discovery, everyone's self-journey is their own, because you can lead a horse to water, you know,
but you
can't let everybody you can't make them drink, you know.
No, I understand that.
So,
I get that.
Did I answer your question or did I not?
No, that answered my question.
Okay.
I guess within your own terminology, within your own world, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. If that's your answer, that's your answer.
Yeah.
You know, what about you, Ray?
Interesting. The whole time I'm sitting, I really don't know, because do I believe in reincarnation? Because I've heard, like I said, I took a philosophy class in college. So, like, that was my first time hearing about, like, reincarnation not being human. Meaning, like, you can be reincarnated into something that you like the most. So, like, if you're like a nature person, you might be reincarnated into like a butterfly, or reincarnated into like a bird or something like that. Or you might be reincarnated to something like you heavily disliked. You might be reincarnated to something you dislike so much to, like, teach you how to, like, live with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've heard that. In my own beliefs, like, when I pray and I'm praying to God, the universe, when I'm talking to my grandma up top, like, I'm assuming that's spirits. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think when I'm speaking to my grandma, praying with my grandma, I think she's there, like, listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, looking down. So, like, I don't know. What's gonna happen in the afterlife? Are we? I don't want to say ghosts, but ghost spirits. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if those two are the same thing, but when I say I have no idea, but I do want to. I told Sean, I talked about this on the podcast, but I want to tell you this. I had a dream, and this is the wildest dream I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know if this happens to you, but normally in a dream, when you die, you wake up. At least is that the normal occurrence for everybody? If you were to die in a dream, like, if something were to happen, you fall or something, like, you normally wake up.
Yes.
Or you go to another dream.
I never have multiple dreams in one. I don't think I've ever had connected dreams.
Really?
I don't like I don't dream like that. Number one, but
But you also lucid dream too, right? Like, you can control your dreams.
No.
No, I don't think so. What I dream about is just happening, like, literally, for real.
Right.
This dream that I had, oh my, like, let me not make it too long because I've talked about it before. But long story, in this dream, I'm somewhere. I think I'm hooping or I'm at a park. Regardless, some shit happens. A shootout happens.
Oh.
I get shot up, right? It's to the point I get shot once, I think, in the leg or the back, and I'm still alive. And I'm like I'm hoping them niggas don't spin the block so I can, like, get out of there. But then somebody comes around and like finish it, like, shoots me again in the back, and I'm clipped. I did not wake up from that dream. That shit, like, the dream kept going on, and in that dream, I'm speaking, like, it's like I'm floating around in this house, and I'm looking at DJ, I'm looking at my mom, this, that, and the third, like, and it's so funny because in the dream, when I'm there, they could feel that I'm there, but they don't see me. Like my mom, I think DJ in my dream, he was crying about me or something. I just remember just being there, and I think he started crying more because he felt something. But then when I went to my mom, she was in the guest room or whatever, and she was like talking to herself or something. And then like I was there just like watching her, and then she was like, she said to herself, whether it's in Creole or not, she just said like, yo, I feel like he's here, like I know he's here with me, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, this is just fucking crazy because like, yes, I am here, but y'all don't know that, but you could feel it. Like, it's just nuts to me. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's just like whatever's going on.
Did you dream about you dying in a past life?
In a past life? I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, to me, that's kind of what it sounded like. Or like a past that you're probably not really aware of.
Maybe not.
It also sounds like astral projection, too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but then again, so then I'm both in there. Like, I'm in Dita's room, whatever, communicate with him, and then I'm in my mom's like guest room. She feels that I'm there. Then like, I just have free room with my house, and then I come downstairs. So I'm in the family room, just like sitting there, just like listening to them, like talking or just whatever. And I'm just like, yo, it's like funny. Like I'm dead, but I'm here.
Yeah.
And they don't know that. Yo, I woke up from that dream and like literally like crying, like because I was just like, it felt so real and it felt so sad. Cause like, yo, I really can't talk to these niggas, but I'm here. So I woke up. Like I was sleeping back there. I woke up. And I was just like, ooh, like, you know, like, thank God I'm up. I'm like, oh, shit. And I tried to play it off. Like, I just, like, started laughing to myself. And then niggas laid down. Bro, I laid down. And then I deadass started crying. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? I literally text my mom and dad. I made my mom and brother that day. I was like, yo, like, I love y'all for real, for real. Like, that shit was crazy. I never had a dream like that ever. Where you died in a dream and you're still, yo, that's never happened to me.
Wow.
So that shit was crazy. So I think that's probably the belief that I believe the most. That niggas is still around somehow, some way. So spirits, I don't know, but that shit was literally
right.
Nice.
Do you believe in past lives? Like past life? Like, do you believe that you were once everything before incarnating into like this human form? Like, do you believe like you were some form of animal or?
You know, it's weird. I also had a theory. Once again, this goes back to like who knows those high thoughts. You know, that every single person was every single body at one point in time, and at one point in time everyone just gets their opportunity to share that light of that one being. So currently I'm just the light of Sean. That might be who I am at the end of the cycle, but eventually it goes and it spins to every single person, every single being, and everyone gets their turn, you know?
So do you think I was once Sean and I was once Ray and you were once Ulisa?
Yeah,
I believe that too.
but at the same time,
So
I don't
believe in souls.
that I'm not. Once again, that's like that was one of my thoughts. So I'm not sure if I believe that currently as like my most, you know. But that's definitely a thought. I was like, that's something I've thought about. Like, I think I could definitely believe in that as well, you know. But can I prove that? No, it was just a feeling, you know, a very strong feeling, you know.
Where did that strong feeling come from, and where did that thought come from before this belief came from? This high thought.
Marijuana, you know, it was induced by marijuana, you know.
Oh.
So once again, maybe my frequency was just elevated at that moment, you know, to the point where I was receiving that idea, and that's what it was.
Do you
know?
feel like when you're not on marijuana, can you still receive those high thoughts or no?
Yeah, because I think now, I'm like, I think officially done, you know, smoking. So it's like I don't need marijuana to receive those messages anymore, if that makes sense.
It opened it up to you already, so you already like have
I think so, yeah. Like, it definitely opened up more of my third eye. Because I was definitely, before I ever smoked, I had certain ideas and certain things that happened to me, you know. But then, like, the way I was thinking and certain things I was thinking when I was on marijuana, though, was just very, very different, if that makes sense. Very, very different. Like, I would have never thought about that. I don't think so if I never experienced that level of consciousness, if that makes sense. It made me more conscious, if that makes sense. So
How would you describe your level of consciousness now without being on marijuana?
I think I was always a conscious person.
person.
I think I was always conscious, you know.
They call Sean an old soul, man.
I mean, that's what they say, you know. Like, they call me wise beyond my years, you know. So with that being said, I think I was always conscious, and that level of consciousness that I have is always going to be with me, you know. It's just that it's going to be different now, you know. That's all.
Yeah, and I also want to bring up too, like the social. I think, like they say, it's just your body. Like you're just in the body, but like your soul is what goes. That kind of leads towards the reincarnation thing. Because if niggas watch the movie Soul by Pixar, when they switch bodies, it's like the nigga was in the cat and the cat was the human. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I literally think that shit's a thing. At least for me, I think when you get
Mm-hmm.
reincarnated, or whatever, like your soul is just going to the next shit, but it's still you.
Right. In a way, because it's like, then how are we able to really connect with humans, like how we really can then,
Right,
or like
right.
even with animals, being able to feel everything, because we
Exactly.
once were everything in some way, you know, so we can experience what this person was like, what that person was like.
We are everything all at once. Yeah,
That's another movie, ain't it?
it is. Then just to add on to your thing, or maybe ask a question though. Have you ever had like sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
So then, your first time experiencing sleep paralysis, were your eyes open or were they closed?
They were closed.
They were closed. So it almost felt like completely black. You couldn't move your body though, right? But you still had your thoughts though, right?
Yeah, as if like my conscious was awake.
Yes.
My body wasn't awake. Though.
Exactly. Now, your first reaction though, what was your first reaction to that though? If you can remember.
My first reaction was like, I'm witnessing my consciousness being alive, being awake, but my body still being still, and like feeling something being on top of me, and trying to understand, okay, why can't I get up? Like, why can't I physically move my body? But I'm in my head right now, understanding everything that's happening, right? So, if that answers your question, but.
So then, your emotions tied to that immediate reaction though, it wasn't anything like fear or panic though, or
No,
it was more confusion.
It was all like confusion, scared, like
Oh, okay.
you know, yeah. Why?
Just because I know my first experience, and it was the only time that I can ever recall happening to me, because I never had sleep paralysis. So I had it, my eyes were closed, and I was laying in my bed, and I just thought I was dead immediately. You know, I thought that like, yo, like everything's black. I can't move my body, so I was like, damn, like this is what being dead is like. Like I died, and like if this is what it is, like this shit sucks, yo. Because like after I got over the fact that like I was panicking and like, yo, like I can't move, like oh shit, like this is what it is. I'm like, yo, this shit is boring, yo. Like this is so boring. And then I finally woke up though, you know, and I was like, okay, if that's what death is, like if there's nothing. I don't want that. I can't do that, yo. That is that. Because once again, it's like, okay, you're there with your thoughts though, but you can only be with your thoughts for so long before it's like, it wasn't even allowing me to like imagine anything else though, or do anything else. Like I literally was just sitting in black emptiness though, with no anything, and I was like, yo, if this is death, this is terrible. So with that being said, I definitely feel like there has to be something, you know, because
Right.
I don't want that to be my reality, you know?
Do you think the people that are actually really in caskets are, in a way, can potentially go through that based on where they are? Because they're like trapped in a box, right? So what if their consciousness can't really escape that box, or their spirit not escaping that box?
Me personally, I don't believe in that. I think spirits you can go anywhere. You can kind of just float through shit. Me personally, that's how I feel. If you're a spirit, like.
I never thought of it like that, so I don't know. I mean, I would hope that they would be able to get through something like
a casket.
yeah, because once again, like a casket is like a physical, human-made thing, you know, and
I see ghosts. I niggas see Casper the Friendly Ghost. That nigga just goes through walls and shit like that. Like that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
but that's the thing. I don't want to call it ghost though,
That's
because I think
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Is ghost like derogatory? You feel me? Like I feel like ghost like a negative connotation.
I would like to think ghost is a negative connotation. I agree with spirits.
But then,
I agree with.
But then once again, when I think of the word spirit though too, I also don't think of anything physical. Like
me either.
I think of like almost like a orb, you know, like a light orb, you know.
Yes, but just
It's
a bunch of
weird.
particles together.
Yeah, it's very weird in my mind, you know. So I don't know, 'cause I think there can also be ghosts. I also there can
Have
be
you ever
spirit,
had
though.
supernatural experiences happen to you, either of you, besides the dream? Because I like to think that's a supernatural experience that you had while you were sleeping.
Supernatural, something that could not have been explained. Now I gotta really think about this one.
Something that cannot be explained.
Cause I had real vivid dreams to the point where like I woke up like that too, you know? Like seeing my loved ones, you know? Besides like super vivid dreams, something like supernatural. I don't want to say yes, but at the same time though, like I gotta think for a minute to really give you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, yeah. So give us examples.
A supernatural experience. Like, some people can... Okay.
Yeah, so what's your definition of supernatural
Okay,
then?
like... Supernatural. Because the field and the work that I'm in, I feel like I'm always going through supernatural experiences all the time, in essence of, like, knowing a loved one is next to me, or seeing, like seeing orbs, seeing lights, seeing things. That being a supernatural experience. Like, not really seeing something physically there, but still being able to, like, see something. Like, I could see auras. So I was writing today in my journal, and I see my aura. It was green. So I wouldn't know if I would consider that a supernatural experience, but I can see things beyond the physical form. But also, like, being able to, like, know that there's a spirit that's around, or, like, this was weird, but one day I was in my living room, and I was talking to, like, my ancestors, or my angels, or my loved one. I was talking to my past loved ones, and I wanted to really know. I had lit a candle, and I was talking to the candle, and they say that's something that you could do so you can connect with your past loved ones. And I'm talking into the candle, and I'm saying, like, you know, who my past loved ones were, and I really wanted to know if they were around. And it was Christmas time, around that time, so I had my tree up and everything. And as I'm talking, right, one of the Christmas bulb just pops off. So, and I know that could be very, like, well, you don't know what spirits you're calling in or you're possessing. But I would always like to think, since I am in control in this world, I can say who I want in this space or not. Because I also heard, though, too, you're allowed to say to certain, you know, spirits, oh, you're not allowed to be here because, you know, you're not giving them permission to.
So, how do I explain that? So, like, the correlation that I just got when you just said that is like the vampire shit. Like, you're not allowed to come in here because you don't get the permission.
Yes.
Like, no.
Right.
Then my other thing is too is like, this is open conversation. So you think we're greater than spirits? Like, who are you to think that because you said a spirit can't be here, they're gonna, like, listen to that? Are you see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not saying we're greater than spirits, but I think since this is our realm, we have to allow them access to this realm. Because now, this is the same thing. If we want to connect with those spirits that are on that plane, they basically have to give us the permission to do that too. So I was basically, in a way, since I was contacting them and I was speaking to them, they allowed me to have the permission to be in that consciousness or field. So when I also do my energy work, like receiving certain downloads and just, like, you know, connecting with certain people, I can name certain past loved ones. Meanwhile, I don't know any of these people from a can of paint. I'm just receiving things. So, like, to me, that would be considered my supernatural experience as well.
How long have you been doing this?
wait.
For like a year now.
So like, I'm saying, like, since you've been able to, like, have that, though, you've always been able to do that, though, or that, like, you noticed it within the year?
I feel like we all kind of just do it subconsciously. Like, we can have that connection if we really want to. You just kind of have to work on it.
How do you work on that, though?
Meditation. I would like to say journaling. Trust, like, meditation, journaling, observing your thoughts, like observing a human natural thought, but also observing your intuition. And your intuition is obviously like the very soft voice in your head. Like, an example, you're setting up a camera, right? And, like, your main focus is setting up the camera, but next thing you know, you hear a silent thing to tell you to do something, right? That small thought can be like your intuition, or which I also think, which is your spirit. I think your spirit is also your intuition. Like, your guided spirit is your intuition, because it's obviously guiding you to do things. So, like, observing those thoughts consistently and listening to that voice, I feel like will help you connect with like the experiences that I do, if you want to do that. Now I say, hey, I want to, this is weird, but I want to connect with like the dead. I feel like the dead can help the living and the living can help the dead, mainly because, you know, it helps heal people on this earth that are going through grief, that are going through loss, knowing that, no, your family's still out there. And I'm proof that it is true because I go through it with my work, you know? Yeah. And it just depends on you if you want to be in that field. Meanwhile, if you don't want to, you're not going to have that access to it.
So then do you think, would you call yourself a medium then too?
I would want to be, yeah. And then in a way, yeah, if I tap into it, yes.
So tell me, maybe I misinterpreted what you said. You said you're calling on loved ones, and you said you don't know them by can and paint. What are you talking? You talking about you calling out names you don't know?
No. What I mean,
know their names, but you just haven't met them.
No, but the work. No, what I mean, the work that I do.
Oh, you talking about from other people?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think you
yes.
Oh,
so when I do my Reiki, so it's like, you know, it's universal. Reiki is universal life force energy. So I'm channeling the energy of the universe, and I'm kind of like, you know, shifting energy, removing any form of negative energy, putting light energy. But within the light energy on the human body, I'm also receiving intuitive messages that the person may need to receive. Most times, depending on where the human is, past loved ones come into this space. Oh, I also, before doing the work, I'm like, if you want any past loved ones to come into this space with you today, you're more than welcome to do so. Even the highest and best version of who you are, you're more than welcome to calling out to them too. So within that, like, having to ask and receiving, it will be, depending on how much you believe. So I've had my experiences where I'm channeling and I'm putting light energy on certain things and I'm receiving, you know, past loved ones that I'm hearing, and I'm like, okay, let me just share this message, or let me just share that, you know, your grandpa, you know, he wants to show you that he loves you, or he says sorry, he's saying sorry for whatever he, like, you know, he did, or whatever grudge that you're holding, because I can feel that on the body.
Right, that's crazy.
So, and then, like, when I say I don't know them from a can of paint, these are strangers that are coming in for the first time meeting me. They don't know me, but the messages that I'm receiving, granted, this is what helps me connect with my intuition a little bit more. It's scary to share some certain information because I don't know if it's right or not. But also, when it comes to certain things in your daily living that you feel as though, like, you don't want to share or you're hesitant, no, your hesitancy is right, so act on it.
Your hesitancy is right?
Yes, you hesitating something is initially the hesitation is usually right, but your psyche is going to trick you out of it. Because now your human mind's going to try to show you different ways why this is not true. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What about you, Sean? You look a little...
I'm just processing it, you know? I'm just processing everything.
And one thing I wanted to ask a question on too, which I think you kind of answered, but how do you feel about people who say, like, oh, be careful when doing spiritual stuff, or be careful when you're going to, like, the spiritual spots because you don't know what type of energy or spirits they're inviting. You might get some shit matched on to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's one of the main...
Yes, because even in my job, I've had multiple interpersonal experiences, and there was this one guy, I did a reading for him, and he was like, you know, be careful what you wish for, because, you know, you may never know what you're going to get yourself into. Although that is very true, I would still like to have a trust within my being that whatever work that I'm getting into, I'm still going to be protective, because this is a very unconventional extraterrestrial experience, you know. So it's like, I always want to think to my mind and tell myself, no, like, I'm good, despite the fact that I don't really know, but I'm going to trust, because we have the word trust and faith, right? Because if we didn't, it wouldn't exist. So if you have that full power, it'll be as equivalent to the capacity of what can actually happen too. That's just my belief, though, you know. God forbid I haven't spirit, you know, my spirits are with me. I always talk to the sky too, because I firmly believe this. Also, it's like, you know, just like how you feel like we're limited, the government limits us, I feel like we are so expansive to where whatever you say can actually happen. So are we really limited? And it will. That's why I say the potential depends. If you're trying to do some big shit, of course the government's gonna, but if you're trying to do some very simple, like, you know, nothing too crazy, like, it depends on it depends on where your potential is and how far you want it to go.
You have something to say, or?
Well, I mean, because one thing, like, we can all agree that we know there are certain people that's trying to stop us from reaching our full potential. We can understand that, though, right? So with that being said, you can also agree that we are more powerful beyond our measure, our comprehension.
Yes.
So it's like, it's kind of hard sometimes to imagine something that you never imagined before. That makes sense though. Like even when you talk about your thoughts though, like I also believe now that there's no such thing as an original thought though. Like I think that every single thought that every single person had was either someone else's that was passed down through someone else, if that makes sense though.
I understand that.
And that you acting on that thought though might just be you actually tapping in and making that thought a reality, if that makes sense. Like if you have an idea, if you don't act on that idea will go to someone else though. You see
Just
what I'm
like how
saying?
Michael Jackson said to Prince.
Exactly.
About
Exactly.
Prince.
So it's the same thing where it's like it goes back to like your original thought though might not even be your original thought though. It
Right.
might be from an ancestor or your DNA, because that's another thing. Like things are passed down through people's DNA too.
That is very true.
So, and that's another thing too. Like, there's so much things that they have to show you in media and shows, and it's like, what if all the things that they're showing us is an actual reality? Though it's just the fact that they're showing us, and we just don't comprehend that. Hey, we're showing you this is like what the life is and what really is out there, but we're just not. First off, we're not believing it because we're like, nah, this is just a show. This is just a movie. This is an anime. We're not gonna believe it, or the fact that we really can't comprehend it, though. You know?
Okay, I understand.
Even like movies like with Keanu Reeves, I seen that one recently on the plane too.
That new shit, which is the angel.
The Good Fortune, you know, like what if that's really how it is though? Like everyone has
What
a
was
guard.
the movie about?
It's basically called Good Fortune, and it was basically Keanu Reeves' character being a guardian angel, but his guardian angel was assigned a task for his main role is like you're supposed to watch over people to stop them from getting into car crashes and car accidents, you know? And like him as the angel was like, I feel like I'm supposed to do a lot more than this though, you know? Like I'm supposed to help people change their lives, you know, and be such a, what was the word he used? Did you see the movie?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't see the movie.
I just know the movie.
But either way, there's like other angels that have different rankings and do different purposes, you know, but like even them putting that in a movie though, like that idea or that thought came from somewhere though. Like what made them come up with that concept of that movie? You see what I'm saying though? Where it's like, there's angels that's out there, guardian angels that's watching over people, and their angels are designated to certain tasks. To like, that's a very interesting concept. That it's like, almost very specific to the point that someone told you that idea, or that idea is already out there, and someone gave you that idea. You know, it's just once again, it's just weird things where if like you go down that rabbit hole, it's like a lot of things you can
So
see.
you're trying to say
It's not
all
a
of our thoughts
coincidence.
are actually not really a personal thought that we had ourselves. It was just passed down.
Maybe because that's the thing. Like they say that I think you can create a thought though, but sometimes that thought either you might have thought you created it or it might have been passed down to you. You know, it's like energy because energy can't be destroyed.
Yeah, created.
It can only be created and transferred. You know, so
Yeah.
like that's the same thing with a thought now or an idea. Like once you create a original idea or original thought though, if you don't act on it, it's just going to be transferred to somebody else.
Yes.
So you might have created an original thought or original idea though. If you never acted on it though, it might have been transferred to somebody else though. You might have even forgot, and someone might have transferred you their original idea, or vice versa. You know.
That kind of sounds crazy to me though, because now it kind of feels as if like my mind is also somebody else's, it's not originally my own.
But then you say you agree though that eventually everyone was somebody else though, right?
I mean, that is true.
So that goes back to like
is true.
that,
But
your
and there's a
theory,
book that
you
I'm
know?
reading that also says like you're not your mind, so you have to separate yourself from that, which is kind of crazy because then how am I able to know that this is the shirt that I want or the pants that I want to wear? Huh?
You said you're not your mind?
Yeah, you're not your mind. It's like you're not your mind, you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're basically like nothing.
So what the fuck is a soul?
Or maybe they're saying the soul is different from the mind then.
Yes.
So that's what I'm asking. So what is a soul then? The characteristics?
Nah.
No, it doesn't even touch anything that's labeled here.
Because that's one thing.
I would say like your soul or your spirit is the quietness, like where there's no actual there was no effort. It just is.
And then once again, that might just be going on past. That might be something past our comprehension though, because once again, we're so human that we can't think of something past our comprehension. You know?
Yeah.
So a soul is not you?
We don't know. We don't know.
I thought that was the whole point. I thought the whole point of the soul is like the soul is separate from the body. So like this flesh is not really Rashad, but the person inside, the soul is me. So if I go to something, you see what I'm saying, though?
No, yeah, because also everything lives inside of you too. So everything that we don't know was already inside of us. Just like how this house is external, it's also going on internal too. We just can't see it, but it doesn't mean it's like really not there, right? But like, I don't also think that a soul is something that's physical. I think it's just
I don't think it's physical either. I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If you were right now had to describe a soul.
Literally how the movie Soul was, that's what I think it is. I think it's your core you or whatever.
But what is your core you?
I mean, that's for everybody to see for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause that's the thing. Like, you don't think, like, it's not saying it's selfish, but you don't think it's selfish to think that, like, you just being Rashad Lindor though is selfish to like your soul though.
Selfish? What you mean?
Because like, what if you're more than that though? You see what I'm saying though? Like, Rashad Lindor is only like a human right now on Earth. You see what I'm saying though? But realistically, like, you might be an entire galaxy within your whole soul, though, if that makes sense, you know? That's why it's like, don't limit yourself to something like that. But at the same time, you can't limit yourself to something you can't fully comprehend, though, you know?
I don't know if I'm...
Because the only reason I say that, though, is because I recently see somewhere where they took someone's ashes, like a dead person's ashes, and like they put it under a microscope. And apparently, like, under a microscope, the ashes, this might be... I'm not sure if this is edited or this is actually how it looks, you know, but from what they said, though, it looks like an entire galaxy. Like the human's ashes under a microscope look like an entire galaxy, you know? So it's like, even on the microscopic level, though, like our human beings, even though we're made up of just carbon, you know, it's like we are so much more than just that, though. So it's like, it's trippy to think about, but at the same time, though, it's like...
So what do you believe about, like, Jay's theory, like DW? I don't know if I believe the whole like we're souls and galaxies thing. Granted, it depends on what you think of God. But he used to say like everybody's a god, like you have a god in you. Like he worded a certain way. Like, bro, I wish he was here. He worded a certain way, saying like you have a god in you. You just have to like God's in everybody. So you're a I'm not wording it right.
I mean,
I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I wish he was here. He's talked about it to us plenty of times.
That also goes back to like what they used to do back in like, is it like late 80s, early 90s? Like they used to call each other gods though. Like they used to be a thing though, like peace god, you know?
Yeah.
Like that used to be a real thing. So I mean,
like what about back to times where like Greek mythology, everyone was a god or a goddess?
That too, and then they also like believed in many different gods, though. You know,
right. Polytheism.
Yeah, so it's like
Two things. One, you ever watch? You don't watch TV, but you have to watch. If you have Netflix, you have to watch. What's that shit called? The podcast that turns to cartoon episodes with Duncan Trussell, Midnight Gospel. You must watch Midnight Gospel.
Midnight Gospel,
especially episode 3 and the episode with his mother, which I think is the last one, episode 9. Yeah, like watch those. Just watch those shows in general. It's short. It's like one season. Every episode's like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, but like we get into some shit. I think episode 3 stuck with me the most. Episode 3 and then episode 9 was like kind of heartfelt as well. So definitely like look into that. I think you'll fuck with that. And then
put it in my notes.
Yeah, Midnight Gospel. And then what was my other question? What do you think? Why do you think? So we were speaking about like, oh, if you say something, it'll happen, or if you say something like manifestation, like if you say it, it will be. Why do you think it's easier for negative things to happen than positive?
Because we're quick to anger. Because as far as human emotion, as far as the human emotion, or as far as humans overall, when something bad happens, we're very quick to think negatively rather than positively.
Okay, I don't know if I'm talking about that point, but like if you were to speak negatively, and then it happens. An example. Last year, I don't want to say I made a mistake, but last year, I worded what I wanted to happen wrong, and it happened so quick, but the end goal was the same. So I wanted to elevate last year, right?
Powers of words, man.
Right? But then when I was praying, it was on New Year's. I was praying before going out. Well, I was praying while in the car. And again, I'm not going to say a mistake, but I literally said the words, like, God or Lord or the universe, like, make me fail so I can elevate. The next 3 months, 3 things happened back to back. Like,
but what did you say? You said out loud, like asking. Like I said, you're asking.
Bro, I literally said, like, allow me to fail so I can elevate. Like, real shit. And then things happen in threes. And then, yeah.
But also because in the moment, like, energy and motion, the thought that you create ends up following the emotion. So like like how do I want to explain it? Like in that moment, your thought was probably so powerful. It amplified the emotion, which caused it for it to happen.
That night, like it literally happened like 2 hours after.
Wow. And also you have big energy too. So like when you probably said it, you were probably like, oh no, this, like your energy was probably in a big ball and was like, this is what I want to happen.
I literally said like, yo, I'm ready to fail.
Oh.
So I can elevate. And that's literally what happened. Like, but then what I'm trying to say is that like, I don't want to say it was something negative, but the fact like fail is a negative word. Well, however you want to look at it, right? That happened so quick. But if I'm saying like, if I'm just praying on some other shit, saying other shit, why does it take some time?
You know what it is? I feel like
and then wait, real quick too. Remember your thought. And then to go back to what you said about how like when negative things happen, we think of negative thoughts. Not at all. When that thing happened 2 hours later, I literally went back right to that thing. I'm like, this is happening because of that. I was emotional about it, but I literally was talking to my mom crying. I'm like, no, like this happened because of that. Like I prayed for some shit, and that's what happened.
Right.
When the other two things happened, I'm like, this is just part of it. Like I didn't think negatively about it. I'm a very person where if things gonna happen, things gonna happen. I'm on the mindset of glass half full mindset.
Yes.
So like I'm always gonna see things. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it happened. It sucks, but like we're on to the next. And like things will get better. So yeah, that's like everybody's different. I don't think when negative things happen, not everybody goes to like negative thoughts. You know what I mean? But
No, wait. What I'm saying is like the thought that you had was probably like a powerful thought, which connected to like a powerful emotion.
Okay. I thought you said something previously before that. That was.
Honestly, I don't remember now.
Yeah,
Okay.
what I was gonna say is that I was trying to find the video real quick though. If I can, someone explained it the best that I heard it is that words are just more than words. Like words are a vibration, and then and that vibration becomes like a frequency, and then that frequency becomes like an idea, and then that idea it's like it was a stepping stone to like basically it becoming reality though. You know, like
you said it exactly how I think it was supposed to, because your voice, your throat chakra is your sound, so we're emitting a frequency right now as we speak. We have a tone that's happening. As you're talking, can you feel the vibration as you're speaking?
Yeah, everything's vibrations. Everything.
I'm telling you, episode 3, man. Like I kind of want to turn it on now. Like that shit is real. Like when I watched that shit, I was like, oh wow. Like you know what I'm saying? That shit opened up my mind a little bit. But just watch that. Like
yeah, I mean that's why like there's been studies that show like positive affirmation and like positive
Michael Jackson.
Positive speak is
they
a real
gave
thing,
an example of his, like when he was on tour, they took they panned over to like his journal, like, and he basically everything he wrote actually happens. And I am evident that I have journals and I write things that I wrote in my journal before have happened because it's like written vision boards. Yes.
Yeah, man, shit. Hey.
Getting deep out here, man. Getting real deep.
This shit is interesting, very much interesting. So like you said, so many theories, so many thoughts. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Well, like you guys said, whatever you think is finna happen.
Yeah, right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
very true.
That's why you always want to speak the best thing and think the positive.
That's self-talk for real.
Yeah, you know.
That's self-talk for real.
Because only like speaking negative and thinking negative, it's not gonna get you anywhere but being in a negative situation. You know.
But it's normal because the frequency that we're probably on is already negative. So like since we have antennas and our fields are so open, that's where our channel is, like naturally is the negative vibration.
You think so? Like naturally? I don't know.
I think everybody's different.
Because I think in the worst of situations, for some reason I was always positive. I'll give you one example. When I got my surgery, I'm in mad pain. I'm like half asleep. I'm in and out the anesthesia. I don't know what's going on. I realized some stuff. Like I'm conscious, but like I said, I'm just in and out of sleep. I know what's going on to a surface level. I know I'm connected to something where if I stop breathing, it beeps. My mom and brother are there with me. In that moment, for some reason, something in me said, "Oh, let me fuck with these niggas," to make them laugh. So now I fake stop breathing so the thing peace. No, mom's like, "Papa, wake me up," and I wake up like smiling. Like in the worst of moments, why would I think to fuck with them like that? But to make them laugh, you know what I'm saying? To make them smile. My mom was like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know for all this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that.
I don't want to say like naturally we're at a low vibration, but why do you think we have to raise our consciousness so much to know information that we wouldn't really be able to know? Like,
I think that's just society and how we was brought up. No, I think the shit that's just around us, TV, entertainment, like.
It's a lot of low vibration activity around us. Yeah. And then they promote low vibration activity. You know,
it's ugly. They're getting, and then, like I said, it's just getting worse. They're getting shit. They're getting rid of like PBS. You know what I'm saying? The shit that was actually positive. You know what I'm saying?
We got Zeus Network. We got doom scrolling. You know,
and the news as well. What else is new? What else is free? What is really free that you don't have to pay for? The news.
I mean, access to the internet. You know, and the bullshit that's on the internet. You know.
They push certain shit for real.
Yeah. They feed us lies in the school system. They feed us poison, you know. Yeah. There's a lot of low vibration activity going on, you know. So
now, do you think that you being here is because you asked to be here?
Dude, I don't know. That's hard. I don't know.
I mean, so yes and no. In the aspects of like, did anyone actually be born? No. But in the aspects of like, say we died though, and this is like. Once again, like one of the thoughts I had, if it was like, yo, say it's God now, he's like, hey, you want another spin at it? Or you want to enjoy the rest of the spirits? I'm like, do I get to be me again? He's like, yeah. Do I get to know anything else? No and yes. I can't tell you what though. It's like, fuck it, I'll go again. And then I'm back, you know? I mean, that's a possibility. I believe that you might be able to have another spin at it, you know?
My thought is like coming back on here at least is like I died. Like I already completed my full cycle. Like I completed everything. I reached the highest of the highest consciousness. I connected with whoever I need to connect to. I learned my lessons. Well, obviously not. I don't know. But my idea is that I have like a cloud up in heaven or whatever, and Earth, God, universe saw that Earth needed, you know, a shift in dynamic, a shift in consciousness, a shift in energy, and universe God was like, hey, like I'm gonna need you to go down there and shift the energy of this world and help people, you know, that can't really do it themselves, and we need people like you. Like, so I was like, all right, I'm with it, I'm for it, you know, because to me it leads back down to the work that I do, like being able to know certain things that people don't find or hear on a daily basis. It's like, you know, mediums, there's a lot of people that don't believe in mediums. There's a lot of people that don't believe in psychics. There's a lot of people that don't see the supernatural things that I really can see. But, you know, you'd have to just get a service with me to find out.
Tap in.
What's your shit called again? You have a little slogan.
This is for you.
This is for you.
This is for you. This is
that is tough. That is tough. That is tough. So then, not to cut you off. You're gonna go ahead. No, go ahead.
Cut me off?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
So with all y'all saying, you guys have certain theories where it's just like, yo, everybody was everybody was everything. This, that, and the third. We done been here before. Blah 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 blah. How do niggas? Well, mainly you, like, what do you feel about how do you feel about deja vu?
I love deja vu. I get it all the time.
So now, do you think it's really some shit like we've seen before, we knew it was about to happen, or do you think it's the scientific, it's a misfire in the brain or memory?
I think it's partially, like it's whatever you believe. Scientifically, they went through all the process to figure this out, but also I think intuitively, yes, we've been here before, or also I think it's like we've been here before, we experienced this before, or also our higher selves and where we are now, the 3D plane, we're aligning and we're meeting in the middle as to why it's deja vu. In a way, it's like your higher self is doing exactly what you're doing right now.
Yeah, that's also some like time relativity. No, it really is. No, I get it.
But then that's the thing you gotta think about this though. Like, time is also not linear though, you know. So it's like it's more or less like a circle, you know. Like, it's not a straight line. Like, there's no beginning, there's no end. It's always just
that's what I'm saying.
You know. So it's like
everything.
It's trippy to think about, you know. Definitely is trippy to think about.
You know, that's crazy.
No, because have you ever like wrote or talked to yourself like, I want to meet the highest and best version of myself. I want to meet the highest and best version of myself. I want to meet the highest and best version of myself.
I actually never know.
I've never said that. What I've said is like, Lord Universe, allow me to keep growing and elevating. That's what I say.
And then allow me to become the best version of myself.
Right, but to me, I've never said that. Like, let me be. I can just keep saying, allow me to keep doing what I'm supposed to do. Allow me to keep me on my positive path. Allow me to grow and elevate. Like, yeah.
Like, allow me to meet the version of myself because there is a higher version of you that's there, and the only goal is to meet yourself there.
I'm hearing you. I might have to interpret that a little bit. Not interpret that. I might have to include that in some shit.
Because then it's like, when it came to my job, like I wrote down the manifestations of like, hey, like, I want to be a better communicator. I want to be in this field. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to do this, want to do that. To me, that is the highest and best version of myself. So let me meet myself there and then have experiences to get me there. Like allow certain experiences to get me there.
Right.
Because there is a version of myself out there already existing. I just have to just connect myself with her.
I get it. It's on the belief of like, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you already got it. You just have to get it.
Get it.
Like
right.
literally,
Right.
you have it already.
Ready.
Just go fucking get it. Literally, like that's.
Like they say, like anyone can really be anything they want. You just gotta put your mind to
Do
it.
it.
It really is. It really is like factual. You know, it's just that a lot of people can't understand what that means, though. You know.
You guys ever had? I don't know how to explain this properly, but you guys ever had like a? You ever felt so aligned with everything, like, bro, I'm talking about you just feel good, everything's good, you feel so positive, this, that, and there, but then you did some wrong shit once and got off that path for real, like it's just like your energy just completely shifted out the fucking way. Has that ever happened? Like you're just like, yo, like I feel amazing, like shit's about to boom, boom, boom.
Have you ever been knocked off your pivot? Maybe. I think yes, but at the same time though, you also got to remember who you are and what you want to do.
No, for sure.
Right.
You know,
and also the level to the extent of how you're taking that experience.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like your emotions and your thought process and your perception of that experience of your pivot in the moment as you're observing it, and it could be really bad, but I feel like if you're able to train your mind or work with that, it wouldn't probably in the moment wouldn't be as bad, and then get right back on. I think your interpretation of the badness sits you in that bad. Now you're feeling as though, damn, I'm totally off. But maybe what's putting you in that field is because your emotions and you're thinking that. Did that make sense?
From what you said, it makes sense. Yeah, and then the fact that it's also needed though. Like I also think that everything happens for a reason too.
Yeah.
So like you might have needed that though for something else to happen and or trigger something else though. You know.
I'm hearing you.
So it's like your end goal isn't that rut though, or that pivot being knocked off.
Right,
It's just the fact that you needed to get knocked off your pivot though to either make something else click though, something else happen.
It's just like getting off the wrong exit. You just gonna reroute. But
Exactly.
that wrong exit's like, damn. Like now I'm like.
Now it's gonna be
Nah,
15
30 minutes. Yeah,
right,
like
you know?
50 minutes. Like a whole hour.
But then once again though, like you getting off that exit by mistake though, you might have just avoided a car crash in front of you, you know,
Very true,
or some final
very true.
destination, you know, or you might have now drive past a restaurant though. They're like, damn, yo, like I'd never seen that restaurant over. They got this over here. Let me go over there. You go into that restaurant, had the best meal of your life, or you meet the love of your life. You feel me? Or you just get there 15 minutes late and niggas is just like, damn, like if you would have came here 15 minutes earlier, you would have been helping set up. I don't know. It could have been, you could, it's very degrees of it, you know? Like it's up to your own interpretation. Once again, it's like, it's something we don't know.
For sure. Yeah, very, very talking. I don't know if I have any more questions to like prolong it. You know what I'm saying?
The only other question I had for you though, like, do you like labels? Like, do you like,
I don't.
You don't like labels?
I don't like
What you
labels.
mean by that?
Like, it was like, as you were talking about something though, like, there was something that I feel like it would describe you as though, but I don't want to put a label on you without you not liking labels or you know like
Where did your mind label me as? But I also feel as though labels is what helps human decompartmentalize and structure their mind.
In my mind, it's not a bad label though. And once again, it's just the fact that like something you said though, it sounded like the ideology of something. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, what was that ideology?
So it was the fact that you talked about your consciousness of like if you were to go back though, like they would need you like in your heaven though, they would need you back on earth though to enlighten the consciousness of others around you though. Have you heard of like the 5%ers? Like we kind of mentioned it when I said you got to wake up to 85% of the world. It's basically like there's 10% of the world that has all the knowledge, right? But they don't want to share it with the 85%. And there's 5% of the people that do have that knowledge that try to wake up to 85% though. Which in my mind is not a bad label though. Which I could be wrong because once again, you don't like labels and I want to interpret something for you or say or something, you know? But that's kind of what it reminded me of when you said that though. Like you would go back though to raise the consciousness of others, you know?
Right. Yes, I would like, yes. Yeah, because I feel like every experience that I come across, every experience that I have I always feel it's like a very interpersonal experience, or like I'm always talking about something positive. I'm always talking about.
Oh damn. You finish your thought. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm always talking about how, like, you know, I want to bring community together, and like I'm always talking about how everything is interpersonal rather than just physical form. Everything is within, even though the physical form is impactful. It's like judging a book by its cover. It's like, okay, the book is cool, but it's about what's inside to really like understand human without even realizing we're all in a way the same, you know. We're all experiencing the same emotions, even though within the human being it's going to be different. But at the end of the day, I feel like the end goal, we all have the same end goal, which is what, to meet your higher version, to meet that best. Even though there's probably some people that, you know, the people that I want to awaken that really don't think, oh, there is a higher, better version, but there is. You know, and I feel like I'm that person to like support that for people.
I mean, you're doing a great job. Just because once again, I never heard someone say that like you should always want to meet the higher version of you, though. You know, like I've never, at least put it in that terminology. You know,
Yeah.
It's something that like, why have I never thought of that like that before? You know, like I always wish to be the best version of myself, though, but never to meet the highest version of myself with the highest potential, you know, which is actually great, you know.
That's why you do the work that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should come try.
Yeah, hats off to you for sure.
It's funny because like Ray, I'm not gonna lie, this is what I do though. Like I can see your aura. It's purple. It's like light purple right now.
Right now?
Yeah, the top of your head.
that
Yeah.
means?
Light purple, like, you know, I would like to think we're all probably purple right now because we're activating consciousness. We're talking, you know, we're.
Purple rain.
Yeah. Got it. And then you're saying how you gotta pull up, bro, and get your little session in, something.
Yes.
What would you do?
Well, last thing. So you're based in the Berg, right?
East Stroudsburg, yeah.
I definitely have to plan it though, you know.
Obviously.
Definitely have to plan it for sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the. I don't think I ever got a reading or did the sound bath, you know.
I think I want to do a reading every other month.
Would you trust me with the Reiki session?
I've searched it up with Ricky. It's way more than a reading, right? Like, yeah, you gotta explain to me, because that's what Sarah did with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
You just say yeah.
No, I'm asking, like, is that
Yeah.
I know she did I sent her for the Valentine's Day thing. Like, what'd y'all do? Well, I know you said what you did. Was Ricky part of it? I think it was.
No, No, yes.
It was,
yes,
right?
it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was great. Honestly, did she tell you that?
Yeah, she said she really enjoyed it. She said, no, she showed me, yeah, she did enjoy it. She did enjoy it.
Yeah. I like, because it's very interpersonal, so I don't want to talk about my Reiki experiences
Okay.
on here because, you know, these are clients, these are people
Right.
as well, but
Client privilege. HIPAA. HIPAA.
Yeah.
So now I've got to censor her name because you said her name.
You didn't say nothing about it.
You said who it was though. So that's crazy, yo. No, sorry, we got to censor it. That's all right.
So look, but what I trust with the Ricky is more. It's not so more if I would trust. It's more so if I want to do it.
right.
What's the purpose? I think it's DJ.
Oh, all right.
Maybe.
It's to recenter, like clear away, remove negative energy, put light energy on any like wounded energy or like stagnant energy. It's kind of just like moving it. But also I receive like different downloads. So I hear like, you know, I hear things like clear audience. I get like musics that come in but the music is kind of more so saying like a specific line for me to share, or it's like more so like giving guidance of what the universal energy may want me to share with you.
Okay. Respect. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to keep up with the readings. I want to do a reading, like I said, every other month. Granted, I should have went in March. Cause I went in January. Should have went in March. Missed March. I'm definitely coming around in May. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking like big pieces of this chocolate.
It's all.
Yeah, you can have the rest of it.
Oh, thank you.
It's all up to you. Yeah, go for it.
I would say on like a sound bath meditation.
Yeah.
Really good experience.
Baby steps, you know.
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Great conversation.
Another question for you. I'm sorry. So then, are you one of those people that like you have a voice in your head that you can actually hear though?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like that self-talk?
I was gonna say, yeah, isn't that
remember we talked about like also like the imagination too though, and like how visual you are. I forget what it was. The
you
words.
Said you can't read a book and visualize what's going on. Right?
Yeah, I don't have like that visualization in my mind.
Don't.
No, I'm one of those people that like if I read something or if I try to imagine like an apple or something, like I can't do that if that makes sense. You know.
You can't say can't in a man's vocabulary. So can't.
It's very difficult for me to do that then. Yeah, it's very difficult. Yeah. So you're one of those people that are you could see everything though.
Like, you said you see colors. I've never heard that before. Like I don't see colors when I look at people. Like auras is what you call it.
I feel like it has to be it has to also be like up against like a white wall in order for me to see it. Like I see like as I journal like nearsightedly. Also in my studio, since my walls like are really white, I can see the auras of people. Actually, I really don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I really don't know, but I feel like we all have our gifts, you know. Right. I could see things, I could hear things, I could feel things. You know, when you walk into a room, can't you just feel the energy shift? You know, when you come close to certain people, automatically you start thinking certain things that may have not been yours, or you're feeling like you know, you get next to a person and you're talking, all of a sudden you're feeling anxious. Meanwhile, you weren't feeling like that like 20 minutes before you enter the room.
Right. No, yeah. That definitely happens.
I mean, I also have moments too where it's like I don't think I'm clairvoyant though, but I've had moments where I've heard stuff and like I've known stuff is happening though, where it's like it's almost supernatural, I guess too. You know,
those are I would say you consider those supernatural things.
Yeah, thinking about it now, that was finally loop back to your original question of have I experienced anything supernatural? I think so. Yeah.
Like clairvoyance is more so like seeing. Are you talking about like hearing things, or the claircognizance of like knowing something's going to happen before it actually happens, like predictions, like a premonition? Oh, actually that's visual though, but also cognitively knowing. I mean, claircognizance is just like knowing something's going to happen before it happens.
Yes, and then also like it's also an audio thing too. Like you can hear something that like some supernatural hearing though, where it's like a normal person did not hear that, or it's like you're hearing something like through different levels, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because clairvoyance is seeing through something that's not there. So like hearing something through something would be
clear audience.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's my most supernatural thing.
So there's like clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience.
See, I didn't even know that. Look at that. So much knowledge for y'all. So much knowledge for y'all.
But I would say like these are like spiritual gifts that everyone has. Like everyone has these things. It's about like really tapping into them. Like, and you can tap into these things. And you're probably already doing it without even you really knowing the terminology to it. So clairvoyance, clear seeing. So being able to see an apple in your head or even closing your eyes, using your third eye to picture and imagine that apple. Clairaudience, hearing something, let's say like, you know, you're putting up a camera in your room and your main focus is like putting up the camera, and next, you know, like you hear a song in your head, or you hear someone saying like a slight message, or like someone's like about to call you, like my best friend Michael's about to call me, and next you know it happens. Clairaudience, claircognizance, knowing something's gonna happen before it happens, and clairsentience of when you walk into a room and like everything is happy, and then you walk into a next person and all of a sudden it's like you feel like sad when you were just happy because you were just around happy people. Your field, your energetic field, because we're made up of energy, we are an antenna. Since your energy is open, you're feeling that vibration of where they are. Now it's put onto you. Clairsentience.
Wow.
Sensing that energy.
Right. You feel knowledge.
It's almost like a round of applause. You know? It's almost like you do a great job of explaining things. Thank you for that.
No, thank you for sharing that, because I feel like I'm the type of person that I had to write in my journal. I want to be better at giving examples, or better communication with people, or just explaining things. I feel like I struggled with that a lot growing up, so that's like a compliment for me when people say, "Oh, you did really good at explaining that." Well, thank you. That hits to me. So. And
then just thank you for your knowledge you've shared with us within the past like 2 hours, or just the time you spent on the podcast. Because once again, this is a very great conversation that I wish didn't have to end. You know.
A part 2 is gonna happen at some point.
I hope so. Because once again, very knowledgeable, a lot of good insight. You know. A lot of good energy. Good energy,
great combos. At this point, friend of the show, whenever you want to come back on, say word.
Word.
Yeah.
Next show, I'm with it.
Indeed. Hey, man.
Thank you for creating such a positive and like calm environment for me to be able to explain my thoughts, because I feel like my thoughts go really fast, which sometimes I struggle with being able to explain things, but like both of your presence are very calm and centered, so it allows me sentience. Since your energy is calm, I'm sensing the same thing too. Right. Since your nervous systems are regulated, I'm gonna be regulated.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Glad you were a very comfy, comfortable, right. Welcomed,
Thank you.
With that being said, though, we got to wrap it up, people. We do. Episode 190, right?
190. Wrap on that.
Sheesh.
Hey, fuck it. Let's leave the people with. We talked about some real shit. What are we leaving the people with? Who wants to start off? Can I start off with mine because it doesn't have to relate to anything? Because this was pre-planned.
Oh yeah, go ahead then.
Maybe I said this before, but I'm saying it again. I'm leaving the people with, don't forget to unsubscribe to them emails you don't want. You gotta keep them in. Okay. Them shit just matter. I'm unsubscribe to them emails you don't look at, you don't want. Don't just delete it. Unsubscribe so you never get up again. Word. Now we get to the, what I'm saying.
I kind of feel like I should relate my lead to people to something we talked about today. But at the same time, I also want to go back to like what I was going to say originally too, which was, hey man, spend that money to go take that trip to Japan. You feel me? Do what you can to go experience something outside of your other culture, outside of your own culture. Leave your own personal bubble. Don't be afraid to experience life, man. Money will come and go. Experiences will stay with you forever. You can only get that moment back. Never. You can never get a moment back. So yeah, that's mine. What do you want to leave the people with you?
What I want to leave the people with is don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Believe in yourself. Right. Just like how Michael Jackson believed in himself.
Right.
Believe in yourself, because if you feel like you can't do it, you most certainly can. You can do anything. Anything if you really set your mind to it. And if you really believe it, you shall achieve it.
It will happen.
It will happen.
Hey, words got power, man.
Indeed. Glass half full mentality. Be patient, grow daily.
Yes.
Word.
Yes. And be kind to your neighbor. Because that is you. That is you. That's you. So you want to be kind to yourself. Kind, give grace, and, understand. Just try to understand, Even if it may not connect with you, but right now, but later on in life, it's going to connect, because you're going to have to learn that lesson eventually. So, since you didn't understand. And even if you did at the moment, yes, good for you too.
Salute to that. A very, very powerful episode. Meaningful episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew what this was going to be, and it's exactly that. Real shit, real deep convos. You know what I'm saying? We got into it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed listening. It might
be you, man. It's you.
This episode for all the intellectuals out there, man, that wanted something more than surface level. So,
right.
Shout out to y'all, man. With that being said, though, thank you for everyone who's been listening, tuning in, watching. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, drop a comment, man, subscribe, share with a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a classmate, a coworker.
Tell a stranger, even if you're walking on the, right, man. Talk to a stranger really quick.
I'm hitting with the arigato, atarimasu, Be nice to your neighbors, man. You know what I mean?
Don't forget about some merch. Still got merch out. Get some new merch.
Yeah, hoodies, hats, I gotta get
long
myself
sleeves. Some too.
Indeed,
some merch,
little hat, hoodie, long sleeve, whatever it is, we got it.
Yeah, supplies are very limited right now, so it's like better get it while it's here.
All right, heard you.
That's not where you go with it. My fault, gang. My fault.
Take your feet to the fridge, grab some chocolate,
and enjoy with all your heart, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. In case we don't see you, though, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good morning.